Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Heart of the City, where we go through all New York City area sports. It's me, your boy, NYG22, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports, with my co-host, Mr. Coach Ed Gladney. And as we always do here, we want to check in with each other, make sure we all good, make sure everything gravy. So, how you doing tonight, Coach? What's good with you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just, taking it easy, going through a lot of things, doing my Rutgers thing, checking on the Liberty, Syracuse, ready to talk, some NFL a little bit, some real stuff, not some BS that goes around nowadays, and, just focus on the game and
Big
things
time
of that
facts.
nature. Yeah, so, what about you? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm maintaining, man. Just happy to be here on Heart of the City tonight, man. You already know what it is, man. But we got a lot to get into, Nets loss. Womp womp womp. Knicks won. Hey. Are the
Surprising.
Knicks backs? Are the Knicks
Yeah,
back?
right. No.
Giants loss. Mm, Jets
Mm-hmm.
loss. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
and the hockey is still pushing forward. Shout out to the Rangers. And we are on officially Yayamoto watch
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with the
Mm-hmm.
Yankees and the Mets. If you if,
And the
if you
Mets,
think
yep.
and you think the Mets have a chance, which they do, so we're on Yayamoto watch as far as the baseball is concerned, man. But we got a lot to get into, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my co-host, man. So guys, come on in, pull up a chair, man. Let's rap, man. Let's get into the heart of the city. You already know what it is, man. So let's let's do a little around the city here.
Mm-hmm.
I like playing music.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Got them beats playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into it, man. New York Knicks, man. How you feeling about these New York Knicks, man? The New York Knicks, of course, beat the Lakers last night.
Um,
Shout out to the Knicks, man.
I'll be honest, I was surprised, but uh, guys, you know, um, Brunson, Randall quickly did their thing, all getting over 20 points, and um, they definitely stepped up, did their thing. The reserves definitely kicked in. Um, Speedy recovery to Jericho Sims because I know he went down with an injury. Hartenstein played 39 minutes, got 17 rebounds. So, shout out to him. Even Taj Gibson, Taj is going to be getting some, burn now. They just signed him, so you know, um, I'm still in that wait mode because they still frustrate me. Um, what are they going to do in terms of the wing? What's going on in terms of the trade rumors? I mean, so much going on. Are they going after Donovan Mitchell? The Jazz just said that they want a boatload for marketing. Because I did a mock a little while ago, and I got marketing one of their reserves forward for Julius Randle. Oh, and I got one of their first round draft picks for Julius. So, but that was just the little app thing. But what are the Knicks going to do? So I mean, I'm still in the waiting mode, to see what's going to happen. So,
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Knicks. The New York Knicks right now, I think they're
I think they're
fourth,
15 and 11. Are they
fourth
fourth
in the NBA right now.
in the East?
Yeah, in the East, they're fifth. They're actually fifth in the Eastern Conference right now, man. So Shout out to the Knicks. Obviously, I'm not a Knicks fan, but look, this heart of the city, so we want to give props to all the city teams right now. But the way I'm looking at it right now, the Knicks are kind of in the same boat as the Nets, and we're gonna switch it to the Nets real quick because they took the L to the Utah Jazz, and this team right now, look, they're the definition of what these youngsters call today as mid. Because they're not great, they're not trash. They're mid. You know, now if you want them to get over being mid, then we gotta make some changes. Whether it is going out and getting a marketing, whether it's going out and getting a what's my man's name from Golden State that they talking about trading?
Is it bro? I don't know who. I mean, is it
it's on the tip of my tongue.
Andrew Wiggins?
Wiggins from Golden State. Yep. So we got to understand that. Look, the Nets can make some moves. Whether they make the moves or not, I don't care. What I want to care about is how can Jacques Vaughn, the coach, develop the talent that's on his team right now. I have questions about that. I have questions about Jacques Vaughn, and I don't know if he's really that guy. So, Nets fans, yeah, we the best fans. Shout out to Big Fan Breezy, but we got to be the most sensible fans at the same time and not get carried away with this thing. You know what I'm saying? Understand that this is a rebuilding team. All right. New York Yankees in the heat of the moment right now. Going after Yamamoto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, man. Bring him to New York. You know why? Because that's going to give you the ace that you need behind Garrett Cole. That's going to give you the pitching that you need to get it done in the playoffs. We got the hitters. We got Soto. We got Judge. We got Stanton. We got Rizzo. We got LeMahieu. We got Torres. Go give me some pitching. Yankee fans. Stop playing with me. I hear y'all out there. Shout out to Big Blue in the Bronx, Alex. Shout out to NYY News. Shout out to all them boys, man. But this NYG, bro, go give me some pitching. I don't care what it is. Get me a dominant pitcher on this pitching staff to go with Garrett Cole. It's not Carlos Rodon. Severino is out of there. Cortez is meh. Smith's meh. Got a bunch of meh. So, go get me Yamamoto. Apparently, he's going to make his decision before the Christmas break. Coach, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm with you. You know, if you're going to get him, go get him. You know, if you're going to ante up, this is also going to tell me, are they going to stop with this little nickel and diamond, or are they going to really go all in? You know, because that's what New York Yankee fan base is about. You know, they're all in. They're not about the, you know, the nickel and diamond and all that stuff. And I get it. That's his money. I understand you don't tell nobody how to spend their money, but you know what? That's the standard that you guys have set for the longest while. So go get him. Go do what you got to do. You know, so yeah, if he's that player, you know, go get him. You know, and if not him, then okay, what about Montgomery? Go get Montgomery and bring him in. You know, he knows the city. He's had some success, so he just won a World Series, so he knows what it takes. But number one, yes, I'm with you. You know, Yamamoto is definitely that one that, you know what, right now everyone is jockeying for him. So, and yeah, I know it's going to cost upwards of 300 mil, but do what you got to do.
Yeah, we already got $300 million cats on the roster. You got Cole, you got Judge, Stanton. So, hell, one more. What it is. You know,
exactly.
And you're going to have to pay Soto. So.
And this also does the other thing that when um, what you call it, when he starts his downward spike, you can just transition that to the young kid because he's 25 years old. So when Cole starts to go down, because how much more are you going to expect him to play at that top level? What, 3 years maybe, 4?
And
So
in baseball standards, how old is Garrett Cole?
I think he's like in his 34, 35, if I'm not mistaken, or 33.
I give him 5 more years.
Okay.
By baseball standards, he should at least play till he's hitting the 40-ish mark. Yeah,
Okay.
because baseball is different. It's a different sport.
I know.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know it's not as physically as demanding as the other sports per se in terms of the level of physicality, but I get you. So, there's still, we've seen pitchers who, they hit that mid 30 and they start to go downhill. So, but the bottom line is you still want to have that young stud behind Cole that when it's time, he could just transition and, because you're still going to have Cole. I think we have him for another 8 years, 9 years.
Yeah, these contracts
Yeah,
that baseball players get is ridiculous. They get like a gazillion
10,
years,
13 years.
Contract.
Exactly. So, this way it's just like, what?
real
You can
tough.
have you can have a pitcher like that and he'll be acclimated, he'll be ready. Hopefully you'll win a championship in the meantime. So but that's what I see there. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
So what's up, Lou?
Lou, what's good with you, Brody? I don't know if I put the link in that Twitter chat.
Yeah, you did. That's how I got it. Was it?
Okay, all right.
Was it? Wait a minute. Let me. Was it the Big Blue Crew?
I gotta be careful which chat I put it in because, like I said, we get cats in here, and all due respect.
No, you only sent it to me.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna put it in the Big Blue chat. But if Lou or Pat want to join the show, like I said, it's all good. You don't have to come on. But let's get into these Giants, man. Let's get into these New York Giants, man. The New York Giants, of course, took the L to the Saints.
Yeah.
Ugh. It sucks, man, because actually they got all the help or most of the help they needed to actually be in the 7th seed. Atlanta lost to Carolina. A lot of what they needed to get into that spot happened. The Giants weren't able to get it done, and I'm sorry, Giants fans. It's time to look towards the draft right now. It's really time to focus our attention on the draft. If you still think the Giants can make a miraculous playoff run, shout out to you. NYG22 is not one of those cats. I'm not subscribing to that. But if you think the Giants can make a playoff run, like I said, shout out to you. Shout out to your faith and your belief in this team. But I don't have it right now, and I think we're more or less likely headed for a top 10 draft pick. And with that Saints game, we seen a lot of interesting things. I think Tommy DeVito wasn't who a lot of people wanted him to be. A lot of people wanted him to turn into the next Jeff Hostetler or the next Kerry Collins or somebody like that. You know what I mean? The next Nick Foles, somebody like that. But he is who he is. Still a good quarterback, I believe, but he needs to develop. And we've seen what this Giants offense looks like, man, and it needs work. People think the quarterback's going to fix it all. Coach, talk to me. What's wrong with this Giants team?
Shout out to Bobby Skinner. I saw his breakdown of just the run game today. from from Sunday's game. And
Tudo, what's
what's
good
up,
with you,
Tudo?
brother? What up, bro?
Um, I see why, in a sense, they didn't run as much. I'm upset that they gave up on the run game, but I do understand why. And the bottom line is, and anyone knows me, I've never been one to advocate for the firing of a coach. I just, that's never been my thing. But these boys are not being coached up. Bobby Skinner even showed it to you. I mean, the way they're working double teams, they're not there. One of the first clips he showed is that Schmidt and Bredesen were working a double team to the second level, and it was on the nose guard, and they both let the nose guard go, and he tackled Saquon Barkley. And it's those are some of the most basic, fundamental stuff you learn in high school. And he showed footwork, some hand placements. And if you're a coach, if you're the offensive line coach, that's what you're supposed to be identifying. And you have 4 offensive linemen taking the right steps, and you have one who's not, and it makes it difficult. Pugh, he just got mauled. He got manhandled. So but again, he's a vet. And he tried, but just a lot. Even Andrew Thomas had a bad play on a run. So bottom line is, they're not getting coached, and that falls onto Bobby Johnson, and he has to go. I'm now on that bandwagon that he has to go, because and I understand Dable, that's his boy, but you know what? You're gonna sink based on being there for your boy. Nah, the offensive line to me was the biggest factor of why we lost. I mean, don't get me wrong, the offense, everyone is culpable, the play calling, but it starts with the offensive line. Y'all know me. I always talk about the trenches, and that's where it starts with me. And if the offensive line is not able to do it, you can't do anything. Defense, I mean, we gave up 24 points. Yes, we have issues about, the zone scheme and all that, but they gave up 24 points. If the offense was just somewhat respectable, it could be a different game.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Wells, what's good with you, Wells, man? Shout out to my brother Wells, man. Shout out to my brother Tudo, man. For real, man. Coach Ed, in our opinions, if the teachers suck, you don't know shit, incompetent, and the students never make it to the college and succeed, boss, that's facts. If Giants didn't have any competent coach to the last 12 years, the offensive line has been a problem. Bro, we used to have Pat Flaherty. Was Pat Flaherty not an offensive line coach here, coach?
Yes, he was. Won 2 Super Bowls.
And that's when we were fucking dominant. You know where Pat Flaherty is now? Tell him, coach.
Down the street at Rutgers, coaching the offensive line at Rutgers. And he's doing a great job.
Bring him home. Bring him home.
I know Rutgers Nation don't want to hear that, but I get it. That's the pros.
Yeah.
But
give him
the bottom line is,
Mr. Mara, if you care about this team, give him a bag and let's go. And
that's what's frustrating with me from Sunday's game. More than anything, I know everyone else's defense and everything else, and DeVito, but it was offensive line for me.
I'm not tripping on the defense. I know they didn't play their best game, but damn, they don't have to play like the 86 Bears every fucking week. Shit.
You need your offense to step up once in a while.
Fucking score some points, damn it. I'm sick of this.
That's what it boils down to.
You guys don't score no points, man. Speaking of not scoring points, man, how about these funky ass Jets, man? Excuse my language. Blanked by the Dolphins again. Whack Wilson He's not showing up, bro. Now, you want to talk about a team that needs a quarterback? It's the Jets. They need some pieces on the offensive line as well. Don't get it twisted. But they do need that quarterback. Because they got the weapons. They got the pieces. We don't have a Garrett Wilson. See what I'm saying? We don't got that dog. We need the weapons and the O-line. I think the Jets is just a couple O-line pieces away and a quarterback. Now, whether Aaron Rodgers comes back, he's not coming back this year. But whenever he comes back, if and when, then that's where the Jets going to have to make that decision to, look, we got Aaron Rodgers. Let's move forward. If you really want to get down and dirty, you move forward with Aaron Rodgers. That's not what Unpopular Opinion Sports is saying, but this is what the Jets fan base is saying. They're waiting on Aaron Rodgers. So if you're waiting on Aaron Rodgers, what do you need to do in the meantime? You better fix that damn offensive line. Coach, talk to me. What's wrong with the Jets?
Well, I mean, I just saw that Rodgers said he's focused on next year and the year and beyond. So that right there concerns me in that regard. But yes, you're right. Right now, Zach Wilson, he ain't it. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's not. He's not. Not at all. The offensive line, we know we have a bad offensive line, but theirs is just theirs is an atrocity also. So, and especially when you have an elite defense like that, you would have expected the offense to be a lot better. Right. And for them to go down like the way they did against the Dolphins, I mean, that's telling me the defense is tired, man. Defense is tired because they can't do it week in and week out. You need your offense to give you something, and they don't have it. And, right now you're worried about, quote unquote, Zach Wilson being in concussion protocol. So that means your third and fourth string quarterbacks are going to be the ones possibly, Now it can be done. Cleveland has proven it, but hey, what's up, Raph?
What's good, Rafael? Feliz Navidad en tu. Salud.
That's it about the Jets. I don't want to waste too much of my time on that.
Nah, I know the Jets is whatever. It's a bad topic, but Tudor says, Coach Ed probably understand our language better. All the pro league teams probably start from deep top, bad decisions, lack of knowledge, high pride, all recipes for disaster, boss, and we say forget about it. Yeah. Can't argue that, man. Tudor's right, man. Coaching is a big part of this thing, even with the Jets. Now they talking about Rob Saleh being gone. Coach, I talked about Rob Saleh. This old guy right here. Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers is coming back, they ain't going nowhere. Because you're not going to bring
fire Saleh.
No. Because that means you're going to have to bring in a whole new system for Rodgers.
What if they could get a Jim Harbaugh? What if they could get Bill Belichick?
Belichick is not coming to the Jets. We all know that he hates the Jets. Harbaugh would not come here because of Rodgers. That's the thing. You have a veteran quarterback. It's going to be too hard. He's set in his ways, man. They're invested. They're invested in Rodgers. They also have that money. I personally will be extremely surprised if they fire Saleh and what's his name, the OC. I'll be surprised because you have Rodgers. Yeah,
can't hack it.
You have Rodgers and they
Aaron
literally
Rodgers dictating the franchise though. This is what I'm talking about.
That's
fans. Jets. Luka, if you out there, John, Buko, somebody fucking explain this shit to me. Why is Aaron Rodgers dictating the fucking franchise right now?
I will say the one thing I will say is because they invested so much in him, which was you traded all these pieces, you invested all this money. So yeah, you're going to kiss his backside, which for me personally, yeah, I'm with you. I understand. If you're an NFL quarterback, you're supposed to be able to adjust because everything is just terminology and play calling and schemes a little bit,
Yeah.
but
What's good,
everything else
Ghost
is
Dog? Appreciate you, brother.
your dig route is the same, your corner route is the same, your smash route, your rub routes, all of that is all the same. So is it's just yeah, they put too much and they want to have that supreme quarterback and if he says no, I don't want to
Chasing the
see the
quarterback.
coaches.
Chasing the quarterback.
hmm
Elite. Yeah.
So I will say if Rodgers is back, I see them focus more on the offensive line. That's really what I
They
think,
should. They really
and
should.
probably getting a number 2 wide receiver,
Mhm.
somewhere like that. Offensively, defensively, some minor tweaks. You don't you maybe want to get a running back late in the draft, but the biggest focus is going to be that offensive line and a number 2 wide receiver because you still have, even though he's not a number
I
2.
think they need another edge too.
You think
You
so?
say
No, they just drafted the edge. You have Johnson.
Jermaine
Uh,
Johnson.
yeah, you have Jermaine Johnson.
But
You have,
Carl Lawson, is he that dude?
but you also have the other kid that they drafted from Iowa State, the rookie. They just drafted one, McDonald. I think it's McDonald. They drafted him this year, first rounder.
Oh yeah. Damn. Yeah, they got
So
yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm like, if you want to say
Right.
maybe a linebacker, maybe if you want to say an interior. I mean, I don't know the roster inside and out, but I know they did draft the first rounder last year. So, but hey, again, that's enough of the Jets for
Who
me.
was the Jets?
Take a look at their roster and see.
Oh, Will McDonald. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 15. Then they drafted Jermaine Johnson the year before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
Now, if you want to say a third rounder or a fourth rounder get an edge, okay. I mean, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You can never have enough pass rushers. I get that part, but my biggest focus with the Jets would be on the offensive side of the ball more than anything.
Okay. All right. So just have a chance. Running to Coach Dave, please give him my message. We got a couple of pair of shoes to shine if he is. Tudo, always on goon status.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to you, my brother. Man, much love to you too, though, man. For real, man. One day we gonna meet, you know what I'm saying? One day we gonna meet, man. And yeah.
Tudo, I'm just gonna say, Tudo, I love you, brother, but there's one thing I want to say to you, and I know you probably don't realize it. You never want to talk about a black man shining shoes. That's as far as I was raised growing up. That's a touchy subject, and I know you don't mean it like that. So, but just be careful, bro, because and to anyone else out there, if you don't understand, that's kind of the meaning. That's like saying to a black man, calling him a boy.
Yeah, but Coach Dave do always invite that.
No, I get it.
Yeah, so
I get it.
I can't knock Tudo on so much because he don't really comment like that. It's just Coach Dave is the one that always come in with the racial situation. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just a touchy subject.
I'm gonna stick up for my man Tudo right there. Yeah. Fuck Coach Dave on that stupid shit, man.
Look, I support Tudo.
I do, man. No. Like, look, I support Tudo. Tudo supports everybody in this community. So you already know what it is, man. Coach Dave, he is a supporter of the channel, so I don't want to
Yeah,
diss him completely. You know what I'm saying? He has his opinion, and that's fair.
mhm.
But he does invite that racial shit.
I
You
get
know what I
it.
mean? And
I
we
understand when you
don't
open the
really deal with
door.
that. Yeah.
It's just that unfortunately the perception when you're not when it's for honestly sometimes some folks get away with it than others at times. So and I don't want to see him because I know he means well. He's a good brother. So
Absolutely.
hmm.
Nah, this my guy, man. Love too
Yeah.
though, man. For real, man. Shout out to you too though, man. But all right, that's it for the Jets, man. And we're gonna push this thing forward. That's it for Around the City, man. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in
Mm-hmm.
to
See what's happening.
Around the City, man. But
9:39. 9:39.
let's get into it, man. We're gonna do a little bit of a freestyle show, man. Which I want to talk about. There's no games playing in the NBA. Couple hockey games going on right now. I could throw the scores up if you like. Right now, the Rangers. Oh, that's a final 5-2. Let's go Rangers.
Yo,
Okay.
Tudo, I know you. I know you're not racist. That's why I said that. I know. So
Islanders 3-1. Devils lost 3-2. All right.
but there's other people that you know what they'll see this, and that's the first thing they're gonna do. They're gonna attack you without really knowing you. So
Absolutely.
and it
Absolutely.
just opens up a whole nother door, and
Mm-hmm.
we just
Yeah, we
gotta
know that. We
really
know that too, man. Too
yeah
though. Don't you ain't got to explain yourself, bro. I already
yeah
know where you're
no
coming from. You know what I mean? We content creators. We got to be careful with the lingo and all that stuff.
yeah
So
all
that's
that's
all coaches talking about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We know what it is. Don't apologize, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my brother, man. For real, for real.
Look. I got white, black, Indian, all in my system. I've dated every
Facts.
type of woman that you can imagine. You
Hey,
know, like
y'all want to know a
Latino.
secret? I don't identify as black, bro. I identify as American Indian because that's where my blood is. My blood is in the Cherokee and the Creek Nation. So, say what you want to say. You can play the race card and all that crap if you want to, but I'm an American Indian, bro. I'm indigenous to this land. That's how I identify. But
See,
see what I'm
I'm
saying?
just, I'm just, I'm just a
Black is a
mutt.
crown to me.
I'm a
What is
mutt.
black?
That's where I look at it. I'm a mutt. So I've done my ancestry history and talked to my family. I know who in my family been lynched, all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I go through. I know my history. So, and my grandmother was half white. So come on, man. I mean, mothers from the islands. Come on, man. They
Yeah,
did them all. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Tudo he just taking up for us as far as Coach Dave, man, cause he been doing some weird stuff. He calling out astrology signs and yeah, it's been weird.
mm-hmm.
Like cats can't take the
Ghost.
truth when I come on these platforms and I talk the way I talk. It's
Ghost. I love Ghost. I love Ghost. Yes. Yes. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Look, love is love. Love is love. It's just, as Lewis say, Lewis tell you, yeah,
sprinkle a little sham, a little sham.
exactly. Hmm.
Oh man, but where y'all want to go, man? Y'all want to talk Giants? Y'all want to talk Yankees? Y'all want to talk Knicks? What's up, man? Talk to me in the chat, man. Where
Let's
you at,
focus on.
Coach?
Let's focus on the Yankees, man. Let's stay there, man.
Let's talk some Yankees, man. Cause yeah, I'm really I really want them to sign Yayamoto. Like
Yeah.
it's like Yayamoto a bust right now. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about it. Alex been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to NYY News. We've been talking about it over there. And Lou, I'm sure Lou, you're a Yankees fan or Mets fan? I forget.
Both. I'm from the Bronx, so I'm naturally a Mets fan. I'm a Yankees fan, but my mom was a
Yeah, I was gonna
Mets
say.
fan, so I pull for the Mets as well.
But yeah, we trying to get this picture. Yayamoto Yashinobi. So that's what we talking about right now,
You must
man.
shit on Nintendo.
Look,
But
the bottom line is
yeah.
right now. I'm going to be brutally honest. It's about 28 for me.
Wait, wait a minute. Wait, wait a minute. I just wanted to say, fuck Coach Dave. Tudo was right. I'm sorry. But I feel you though. I
No,
feel you though. Because if
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
says some shit about signing shoes to me, I'm busting
Yeah,
motherfucking.
that's what. That's all I was talking
Hey,
about.
hey, hey,
I,
hey, hey,
no,
guys!
you,
I broadcast this on a lot of networks, and
Oh, sorry.
we talk to a lot of different people. You know what I mean? So I try to
I am
keep it clean,
implementing this whistle from now on. Every time Coach Dave says some dumb shit in the chat.
and you're more than welcome to do that, man. And I love you and I appreciate you for that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to G Nation Inside Sports. If you don't know, if you ain't subscribed to Letters to the Face, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I really
Right,
don't. Cause that
right.
is fire. That is fire on Saturday nights, bro.
Home of the
Yeah.
Roadhead skit.
Go check out G Nation Inside Sports, man. My
that's
brother,
15
Big
minutes.
Bro Lou, as
15
I like
minutes.
to call
15
him,
minutes.
man.
Okay.
That's my G, man. But
So my
let's
boy
talk a little
right
bit
here,
Yankees
both
here,
ladies
man.
gentlemen.
Then we gonna get into the Giants. So hang tight, Lou. We're gonna get into the Giants here in a minute, man. But
Oh,
Coach,
this is going to 11.
would
Okay.
you pay Yayamoto $300 million?
In a
Contract.
heartbeat. In a
Shit.
heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Shit.
Look, you already got it on there, but look,
I'm in the wrong line of work. Nigga, I'm about to start playing baseball. What the fuck?
bottom line is, it's about
Damn.
getting 20. It's about getting number 28. That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
about getting number 28, and you got to do what you got to do. You know, Daddy Steinbrenner set the precedent. Baby Steinbrenner. Yo, come out, get your finger out your rectum and ante up, bro. Because what you don't realize is that's gonna make you even more money. And you know what? You get
Facts.
the Japanese market. You know what the Japanese
Mm.
market is gonna do. You come on, man. Come on. You talking about the tax penalties and all this and that. If you don't want to, if you gotta pay to
Breeze, what up,
play.
Breezy?
What's up,
What's
Breezy? What's up,
good? Shout
Miz?
out to my brother Breeze.
Look, you gotta pay to play, bro. That's just the bottom line, man. You know, I mean, dudes want to go after certain females. What did they say? Look, you gotta pay. You gotta wine me, dine me. Yo, Yankees fans. No, I mean Yankees fans. You gotta wine us and dine us and make the and pay, man. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, come on, yo, go get them. Do what you gotta
Miz,
do.
what's up, Miz? What's up, man? Hey, you can join in if you want to, Miz, man. I definitely like getting your opinion on these New York topics, man. So I put the link in the Twitter chat. So if you want to join in, you can. Feel free, my brother.
Look, and this about Cohen has more money. BS. Come on, man. He's gonna pay $1 more. Nah, come on, man.
No,
He's not.
The Yankees been paying top shelf for their players for years. They can't act
No,
no
Facts.
no. What they're saying is, what the owner of the Mets has
They
that
think
kind
the
of B
Mets
League
gonna
money.
outbid them. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
she will kill me, bro. We watching national. Oh, national. I know about that one. When my
Uh
ex,
oh.
when she was alive, yes, I know. No, bro.
finish that
You
movie.
family time.
Finish
Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie.
yeah.
You
That
end up
movie's
like
like
me,
that.
nigga, divorced. Finish the movie.
And it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's good. So,
Yeah.
but no. Do you good right here, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You on luck. So,
Yeah.
but
Do what you need to do with your lady, man. We'll still be here, man.
getting back to the
You
Yankees,
already
yo.
know what it is. Team Italy Rugby 2023.
I'm 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 look. They got to do what they got to do and get him and sign him, and don't let the Mets outbid you. You know, and because in
Don't
the
let the
end,
Dodgers outbid you. That's
that's where
what's
I
gonna
was
piss
going.
me off. If
It's
the
about the
Dodgers get that dude and he's
and
not in New York,
that's
I won't be I will be mad if the Mets get him, but I won't be as mad as if the Dodgers get him because at least he's in New York. If the Dodgers get him, man,
Coach Dave in the chat.
Lou, stop it. He
He's,
said he said he's wishing everybody a good night.
yeah, man. Yeah, let him eat, man. I ain't gonna hate on him, man.
What's
What's
up?
good with
What's up?
Coach?
What's up,
What's
Alex?
good
We
with you,
talking
Coach
about the
Dave?
Yankees. We
Yeah,
talking about the Yankees right
yeah. We're
now.
gonna get
So
into the
getting
Giants here in just a
Hop
second,
in,
man. So y'all,
Alex.
y'all,
Hop in
y'all.
and give us your take about the Yankees, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Alex, if you would, if you got time and you can hit the and you can hit the link, man, let us know what's going on with Yayamoto, man, because I am a little antsy right now. Like
I
what
want to know if we were to put a percentage on it because everybody's numbers nowadays. Is it like a 60% that he's going to sign? I mean, is it less than that? Not working
Hey,
the
Tudo,
Yankees.
I haven't even taken it out or filled it up yet because I want to fill it up and I want to get like one of them little plexiglass cases to put it in because I'm leaving that to my children. You know what I'm saying? And anything like that, I'm is going to my kids. I have a 1993 Michael Jordan Mitchell and Ness playoff jersey still in the box with the certificate of authenticity and all that. Like that's all going to my kids. You know what I'm saying? So that autograph ball, I got to get a case so I can fill it up. I'm gonna put some actual latex gloves on, fill it up, put it in that case, and leave it there. Like my Lawrence Taylor card.
I'm sorry. Where was I at? Where was I at?
My
oh,
Lawrence Taylor card has not
that's
seen oil from
fire.
human flesh.
That's fire.
My
Oh,
Lawrence Taylor card has never been touched with human hands. That's going to my boys. You know what I'm saying?
okay. They're gonna be true Giants fans. Like you giving them all the
Coach
memorabilia and
Dave.
everything. Yeah.
Coach Dave, I've been going back and forth about Cashman myself. I have my issues with him.
So the Yankees took
With the
Cashman going. I
Yankees.
actually have to agree with Coach Dave
Yeah,
here,
so it's
because
it's
I'm not a big Cashman
big.
fan,
I'm not a
to
big
be honest
Cashman
with you.
fan.
Yo, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we not biased over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I'm not a big Cashman fan. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mm-mm.
that he's made some mistakes, and I think the Yankees are just holding on to him. It's like he got something with the Steinburners. It's like he got that you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything like that, sports memorabilia, autograph pictures, anything like that, that I collect is going to my sons. Like I don't know if you guys know what is his name?
See, now you're going really gonna
Gary
make me go
Gary
there.
Gary V. Gary Vanderchuk.
Oh, okay.
His dad owned a wine store. He's an immigrant. His dad owned a wine store. He stepped his dad's game up by advertising on
Tudo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, fuck you, Tudo. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, bro. All right, you got that. You got that, bro. I don't usually
and I
care.
close. Yeah, I
Yeah.
listen. Nah,
There go my boy. What up, Alex? What's
What
good
up?
with you,
How are
What's
brother?
you?
it?
there's
What's
a
up?
dude named Gary V who's a motivational speaker, right? And his dad owned a wine, like a liquor store, a wine and shit. And he boosted his dad's sales by getting on the internet and doing stuff like that. And then he really got rich, like trading baseball cards and stuff like that. But he's real rich. He's from New York. I believe he's Russian, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I'm not sure though. Gary V. But if you get a chance to hear him or find him on social media, look him up. Dude be saying some real fire. You know what I'm saying? But I got a pair of his sneakers. He made a deal with K Swiss, and the bottoms is like
Oh,
clear
them
gum
K
bottoms, and it
Swisses
has his
used to be
signature.
popping, bro.
Huh?
Them K Swisses used to be popping back in the day. You already know, yeah.
And I got an autographed Gary
Okay,
V K
coach.
Swiss. So all that shit like
I
that is
got.
going to my sons.
I
You know what
got
I'm saying?
more.
I'm never gonna sell
I
it or
got
make money.
more.
Yeah.
That's
And
going to
in
my
my
boys.
storage locker, I think I got what 1,500 different cards between football, basketball, and baseball. So a lot of stuff. It's all in my sleeves or in little cases like that. Yeah. So I'm with you, Lou. My kids already know that when I go, you just take it to a what you call it. They're gonna be like, "We'll you'll get it for whatever." So I'm with you. So, But yeah, what's up, Alex?
Shout out to my man Big Blue in the Bronx, man. My man Alex, man. Salute, my bro,
Going to
man.
Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl. Big
What's
Yes, I
up
time.
am.
with you? What's
Yes,
up
I
with
am.
you? Talk to me, man. What's going on with these Yankees, man? Give us a scoop, man. I know
So
you tapped in.
I see that. I see obviously Coach Dave and Miz are having a little thing in the chat. No, I think Dave is right. Listen, I mean, there's two ways you could put it. It's kind of a middle ground. You definitely can criticize Cashman for not being aggressive the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
But and I've been one of Cashman's biggest critiquers, right?
Me too.
I have a shirt still on my shop that says "Fire Cashman, Fire Boone," but I
Here
have
it
to give him
is.
credit in every way possible that he, whether it was
Wait a minute.
Hal behind him
When did
or
you get
Cash,
married?
what was that?
You ain't even old enough to be married.
This is from my godfather.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not a
All right.
wedding ring. I was gonna
Ooh.
say
Like,
that.
what the
Yeah,
hell kind of shit y'all got going on over there? My bad.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not, I wouldn't get married at 20, but
Please don't.
anyway,
I wouldn't advise it.
yeah. Anyway, whether it was Hal behind him or it was the Cashman, you have to give him credit for this Juan Soto move. I mean, it's been his best move in years.
Yeah,
The fact that he
I
gave
do
up
like
certain
that move.
prospects for, that he was at first not willing to trade and then he trades them. I mean, that and the Yankees have a legitimate outfield now with Verdugo in left
Mm-hmm.
and center's Judge and right field is Soto, or however you figure it out. And it's two lefties. I mean, the Yankees are a mostly right-handed lineup. And that short porch in right field is going to do them so many wonders. Like Verdugo's, I think he's going to have a really big year. I think Soto's going to have a big year. But I know you guys were asking about Yamamoto. But also sorts of rumors going around. Today, one of the biggest MLB reporters said that Yamamoto may not sign till after Christmas, which I find really interesting because the rumors were out yesterday that he's supposed to sign maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's not the case anymore. I guess I don't know why. I have one teeny source that I can't reveal, but they say from what they've heard that the Mets right now are wanting to give him the range of like 350 million dollars like in the total contract, while other teams are at 250, 300. So
Shit,
um,
man,
that's what
Mets.
could be. Yeah. So right
Jeffrey
now,
would be proud right now.
yeah, it's really
Shout out to my
between.
brother Jeffrey T, man.
Yeah,
R.I.P. bro. Like he
Mm-hmm.
would be proud. The
he
Mets is
would. He
in
would,
there.
man. But it's down to the Yankees and the Mets definitely, and
Yeah.
how things
Okay.
unfold.
So the Dodgers are out, in your
Um,
opinion.
Essentially, yes, because I don't see
Okay.
how they could manage. They just signed Tyler Glasnow, who they traded from Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco, I don't think they're actually serious about him. And Boston, I don't think they're as much as serious about him as the Yankees and the Mets are. I think it's going to be a battle of Steve Cohen and Hal Steinbrenner and
So it's
all
New
those different
York, New York. Oh, it's about to get spicy.
Let me ask you this because someone I know had in my apartment, he had said it to him. He said, "Well, if the Yankees were to get Yamamoto, would it also make sense for them to also go after Montgomery to really load up on the pitching staff?" And I was just like, I don't know if they would really do it, especially if you got Soto, and then you got to think about trying to pay him, or if you really are going to try and go after him and pay him with all the money now at that point in time, because you may be pushing a damn near $1 billion payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally get what you're saying. And we were having this discussion last night on our show. And the sense that everybody's getting is that the Yankees will still be in the starting pitching market, even if Yamamoto signs with the Yankees. But I don't expect it
Mm,
to go to Montgomery. I don't.
They're
Yamamoto, as I
probably
said,
gonna
he's
go for a lower end
a
pitcher.
lower end pitcher.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I was
um,
thinking.
yeah, probably low end pitcher. I would say that if they don't get Yamamoto, they'll probably pivot to Montgomery, maybe.
Hmm
But the one thing I see is, Texas is probably not going to re-sign him. That's number one. Number two, Montgomery really had some issues with the Yankees on his way out after being traded because one of the biggest things that he critiqued the Yankees on when he left and he went to St. Louis in 2022 was that they wouldn't let him use the fastball as his primary pitch. which I found a little strange. It's this Yankees analytic philosophy with the pitching coach, which again I don't really understand. But it's just like, it could happen. It could definitely happen, and
Ain't the
there's definitely
fastball the most effective pitch in baseball?
yes, but there's also like the sinker that's coming alive now, and all these
Mhm.
other different things. And Montgomery's not necessarily a flash pitcher. He's not a 1-2 guy, but at the same time, as for the Yankees, there are rumors legitimate that they would take him back. So if Yamamoto signs, I don't expect Montgomery. I expect someone lower level. But if he doesn't sign, he goes to the Mets. I would expect the Yankees to be in the Montgomery market. But also, I would expect to see how they evaluate kind of the rotation, because you would have 3 lefties at that point. You really don't see that in today's MLB.
I don't agree with Coach Dave on many things, but I have
Mm-hmm.
to agree with him on this. The
Mm-hmm.
Yankees have overused analytics. They have. Yeah, he's spot on. They have
He's
absolutely
right.
overused analytics, man, and that's my point. You saying that just what you said, you know what I'm saying? That the way they're looking at this thing, you know what I'm saying? It's too analytical. It really
Coach
is,
Exactly.
Dave must
man.
have finally left the tarot cards alone. He's actually making sense now.
Nah, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair. I'm not. We not gonna
No,
do
I said
that
he
tonight.
must have left the tarot cards alone because he's actually making sense now.
I think
But
most Yankee fans though are of that mindset. We really are. Yeah, there's a demographic that likes analytics. Don't get me wrong.
absolutely,
There's a place to use analytics. Anything in any industry, you still need to use analytics to forecast and so on and so forth. But you still need to sometimes just, how is the game being played? And
right.
sometimes you
Have
need
a
to
feel
adjust
for
and
the
just
game. That
and
yeah.
and that's what's lost to me with the Yankees. They don't have that feel sometimes. It's, well, what do the numbers say? How does he match up with this player? And how, well, damn it, sometimes you know what, a guy could be having a bad day. So you know what, now you have to adjust off of that. It's that's the thing that kills me. And it's Cashman and then trying to spin it. Well, we're not heavily analytics. Damn it, yes you are. Now all of a sudden now you want to come across saying,
Yeah,
now you
you
want to sit
is.
there now you
Señor
want to sit there and basically think we're stupid and you want to lie to us. That's really what you want to do. So it's like, you know what, man, I'm with Dave. I'm like, yo, Cashman is just, and I don't know if he's down on his knees or something, and that's why Steinbrenner is just giving him carte blanche, because it's just like, is it about the analytics and what you're doing, or is it really about a championship? We sit here and say we really are baseball. We want number 28, and we haven't won that one since 2009. Well, damn
I
it!
gotta run for a second, guys.
All
I'm
right,
on.
bro.
I'll be
No
back.
problem, Lou.
All
Be
right,
safe,
Lou.
Lou. But that's me. I just Cashman. I'm with Dave. He's ruined it for me the last few years, man. Because I remember when I first went to my first baseball game, and it was at Yankee Stadium in the '90s, and that playoff run when they went to win the World Series in '96. I was at every playoff game except the World Series, and the electricity in the city, in the stadium, there's nothing like it. And that's what this city wants. And it's like, you know what? Damn it. Do what you got to do to get number 28. Because what's most likely going to happen? You're going to get quite a few. You're not going to just get one. You're going to get a few as long as you get your finger out your butt. That's what it boils down to. It's all seriously. If you look at the Yankees in history, other than 2009, if you go back and look, we always go on that run. We always go on that run. So, but go ahead, Alex. I know you got something to say. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this, right, and it's kind of goes to Ed's point. It kind of goes to Coach Dave's point. This trade does not change the personality of Brian Cashman. It really doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
is a guy who's kind of called out the fans sometimes. He's kind of called out the
he
media.
has.
He's
Yeah,
very arrogant, right?
yeah.
And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if the
He had me
Yankees
ready to
actually,
knock on some doors over there. The way
yeah,
he was talking, yo, I'm like, bruh,
and I don't.
you talking reckless as hell right now.
And it's just like I don't know if the Yankees actually make this move if they missed the playoffs last year. That's my thing, right? I mean, obviously they sold Harry
Mm.
at the deadline. There was a race at the end, but I just like I don't know if they make these moves and have the urgency because I think last year, I've had it with Cashman for like a few years now, probably since 2020, 2021. Same with Aaron Boone, right?
Yeah, me too.
And I've
I'm
always
with you.
felt this way about Aaron Boone, and you can kind of like have it with different coaches as well. Like your manager's not that good, so you kind of have to overcompensate with talent. And that's, basically how I feel about Aaron Boone. You have to overcompensate the talent. You can't just get the young guys in. And I wanted
Mhm.
Soto at the deadline last year. I made a video about him. I'm like, we need to go out there. This is the only move that will save the Yankees and put them in the playoffs. They didn't do it, but they did it later on, obviously. But in 2022, they did not do it. But there's 2023, my bad on that one. But it doesn't change your perspective. Again, there's going to be a lot of things in play. As far as analytics go, the head of analytics for the Yankees, he's such a snot nosed guy, Mike Fishman. I mean,
Mike
he's another
Fishman.
he's
He
another
sounds
arrogant.
like a snot nosed guy.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Fishman.
It's just like I mean, again, you guys have hit the nail on the head in terms of feel for the game. Something, and I know we were talking about Yamamoto, talking about all these different things. This is a big X's. I can't say X's and O's point because it's more of a football thing. But you cannot this year do what you did last year and switch the lineup around. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. Juan
Who you think
Soto.
should lead off? Because I've been hearing
Um,
LeMahieu. I've been hearing a couple different players.
you
What's
could
your
either
thoughts?
do LeMahieu or Glaber. Like either guy is good in my opinion. You don't need them to be excellent. And if even if like one of the let's just say LeMahieu's lead off, Glaber could go to like the 4, 5, 6 hole. Juan Soto loves to bat third. I know a lot of people disagree with me and say no, he should bat second. I think he should bat third, right behind Judge.
I
And
think
then
so
you
too.
Okay.
factor up
Yeah, I
with
absolutely agree.
Stanton, then you have Rizzo, then you have Glaber, and then your
Yeah,
bottom of the lineup is a piece of cake. There's not as much pressure on Anthony Volpe. And what I really
yeah.
love about this is, the Yankees didn't rely on Jason Dominguez, who's had the season-ending injury
Mhm.
last year. He's not going to be back
Yeah,
till
that sucked.
July, August. They didn't rely on some idiot outfielder who's like not good. Verdugo. I don't know why certain Yankee fans don't like him, but Verdugo's I never hated him on the Red Sox. He's a consistent player. Again, with that right field
And that was
seats,
the rare trade that they made with the Red Sox, right?
it's very
So
rare.
so so just
Mhm.
just to clarify for the chat here, the
Yeah,
Yankees and the Red Sox actually made a trade and they got Verdugo.
yeah, and also as well, it's been known for like the past year and a half that they wanted him. Like there were rumors about trading Clark Schmidt for him or Glaber Torres. Well, guess what? They finally pulled it off, but they didn't really have to trade much major league talent. It was really one guy, and that guy was just an unproven bullpen arm. Let me see. Coach Dave says they removed all the baseball people from the building, and now they just have geeks. NY sports are weird. I mean, I want to actually get, and we'll never actually get this glimpse, but there's two guys in the building that aren't analytics based that kind of Hal Steinbrenner brought in because he would have done it. He did it in the honor of his father. That's Omar Minaya, former GM of the Mets, but he's a really good scout. And Brian Sabian, who was the general manager of the San Francisco Giants during their run, 2010, 2012, 2014 World Series. He was the GM of those championship winning teams. So those are the guys kind of trying to pose the analytics. But I'm pretty sure, at least at this point, I think Hal is trying to tell Cashman do not rely on the analytics. But I mean, talk is cheap, and when we go into spring training, we'll find out more. And during the season, hopefully the Yankees can execute because there's legitimately no excuses now. There's
It
legitimately
ain't.
no
It really
excuses.
ain't, Alex. It's no excuses
Mhm.
now. We got the big time hitter. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you get Yamamoto. Now you got your second pitcher to Garrett Cole. You know what I'm saying? Garrett Cole, shout out to him. He won the Cy Young Award. So we have the pieces in place right now. You know what I'm saying? We have Judge, who was a former MVP, coming back now. Hopefully he can stay healthy. The big thing with the Yankees is health. We've been so injured,
Mhm.
Alex, in these past few years. We've been so injured, and it's crazy because we always talk about injuries when it comes to New York sports. But it has been a deal with the Yankees. They've been so injured. Stanton, Judge, Rizzo, LeMahieu, you know, even going back to Severino and the pitching staff. We've been so injured. You know, obviously Severino's gone. Shout out to him. He's with the Mets now, but we've been so injured in this on this team, man. You know, so what you're saying is actually true. If we can get a healthy team with
Hmm.
Soto now in this lineup, and then you get Yamamoto, I think we cooking, man. I
No,
think we
I
cooking.
think we're World Series contenders. I think honestly, and I'm not again, I'm not a cheerleader for the Yankees, but if they get Yamamoto, they should be favorites in the American League to win the World Series. And I'm not joking when I say
Absolutely.
that.
Hmm.
Not joking when I say that.
See,
Absolutely.
I'm with you on that. You know, when you get a pitcher like that, because you know it solidifies your top end, but it starts to solidify the back end of your starting rotation. So you know, and if you just need one extra pitcher, depending on where it is, because you know, and what Jay was talking about the guys earlier, you know, in terms of where they're slotted, where they're positioned. I mean, it just does such wonders to that instead of moving guys up to try and fill a role which they're not suited for. So you know, I'm with you with that. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
and again, it also comes down to coaching in depth, because I know you guys have mentioned injuries a lot, and that happened last year with a lot of different players.
Hmm.
But it also, just I the Yankees have to stop, and I said this with the lineup. The Yankees have to stop micromanaging things, because there was a lot of times last year where they micromanaged things and then it just kind of went awry. So micromanaging, having the proper depth. So
hmm
it's all down to that, and I think that's going to all iron out, because you mentioned about the pitching rotation. You mentioned, well, I'll mention this about the bench, like all these guys that we're bringing in. Estevan Florial, he could be a bench outfielder. All these different guys could be
Yeah.
moved to the back, because you got certified frontline starters. For instance, you don't have to, if you bring Yamamoto in, you don't have to worry about Rodon being a two coming off of a horrible
hmm
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. Cause I'm nervous with that. I'm nervous with that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front.
Then you put Nestor Cortez as a four. Now he
And
hmm
can
he's a
rebound.
damn good four. Yeah,
He's a
not a
four.
good
He's a good
two, but a
four.
damn good four. Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
Clark Schmidt at five, or who else you want to put at five.
Hmm.
Then you're cooking. Nobody's going to give two craps about what the back end looks like. Everyone's going to be staring right in the face.
hmm
The duo punch of Garrett Cole and Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yamamoto. Yep. Yep. And then you bring Rodon, and it's less pressure on him.
Hmm.
hmm
And then you got like you said, Cortez and Smiths on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And now you can start to develop some of your younger pitchers as well in the minor leagues, and start to bring them up for spot starts and different things like that. You know, when players get injured. So I'm with it, bro. I'm definitely with it.
let me ask you this, Alex. Um, does it does getting Yamamoto change the dynamics of the AL East, because we saw Baltimore how they improved last year. Tampa is going to be there. Toronto is going to be there. Boston, I don't know. You know, I'm really not too familiar. You know, I just know they've been on the back end right now. So would Yamamoto push the Yankees and make the gap, create a gap between the other teams, or would it just really take the Yankees from that, maybe what they were, fourth last year,
They
and
were four.
just move them to the top, or is it more of they would just move them and create a gap from those other teams?
Yeah, so I mean, the expectation right now is that you'll be in the top two. I never, to be completely honest with you guys, never take Toronto seriously, because they could never do it in the big game. I'm pretty sure they were
Mhm.
eliminated by, I think, Seattle this year or somebody. It was either Seattle or Minnesota, and it's just like both teams were less talented than the Blue Jays, who were actually in an Otani, but they never closed in. The Dodgers obviously did that. So obviously, situation right now, you're going to be in the top two with, I think, Baltimore, because
Mhm.
Baltimore, what was it, 2022? They had a solid end of the season. They didn't make the playoffs, but they had a really good young core, and that's really starting to come alive now. And if their owner starts spending a little bit more and gets more hitting, their pitching is fine. One of the best, overall staffs in baseball,
Mm.
including the bullpen too. But if they get more hitting in there, there'll be a little bit more. But nothing should compare, honestly, even if you're talking about Baltimore, to the talent the Yankees have. I think the Rays will still be in the top three. I think they'll be third.
Mhm.
Uh, but if you do get Yamamoto, all expectations that you should be first, and maybe even you should be getting the first seed.
What
Because
about our bullpen though? Because I heard you mention that.
that's
Now, are you okay with the closer right now?
that is honestly, and you won't have every single position like obviously certified and whatnot.
Obviously, yeah.
Um,
But
but the bullpen scares
how does that
me.
make you feel?
The bullpen
Um,
scares me just a little bit
yeah,
because
me too.
if we're looking at the roster and all these different things, right? Um, there's only maybe 2, 3 guys that are super reliable. Clay Holmes is not 100%
Holmes.
reliable, but he's more reliable than some of these other
But
cats
that's
in
our
the bullpen.
closer though, right?
That's our closer.
Yeah.
I would like them to re-sign Wandy Peralta because he was pretty good last year. Now he doesn't have
Mm,
Mhm.
closer stuff,
okay.
but I think he adds to that bullpen dynamic as a seventh inning, eighth inning guy. Tommy Kahnle was pretty good last year.
Yeah.
That's a guy you can
Canley's all
start.
right. Yeah, Kane. I like Canley.
He had like a streak of this many games not giving up a single run.
Mm,
Um, then you have Jonathan Loizaga, who the only thing is health. When he's on the field, he's pitching very well.
yeah.
And to be honest with you guys, that's about it because there's a couple of question marks. Victor Gonzalez, they traded for him from the LA Dodgers um, for the purpose of just getting another back end bullpen piece. He's got all right stats, they're not great. Ron Marinaccio wasn't that good last year, which was really disappointing.
Mm,
Nick Ramirez and Matt Crook, they're
yeah.
not my favorite lefties in the
Do we
world.
have anybody in the minors that could step up?
I would probably say you're close. There's a couple of guys. Luis Heel, who was a starter before he got injured and needed Tommy John surgery. I'm
Mm,
expecting some things in spring training this year, maybe to have him as a bullpen piece and to kind of serve that Michael King role of just
yeah.
going long innings, like
Yeah.
the sixth inning, the seventh inning, kind of the bridge
Mhm.
guy.
Mm,
Because the Yankees love to use the bullpen. That's what modern teams do and all
yeah.
that sort of stuff. So that's not one you're going to be super reliable on, but you want to see what's going on in spring training.
Mm,
Scott Efros coming off TJ, so I don't have too many expectations for him. There's one guy I do have expectations for, and that's Clayton Beater. The Yankees traded
mm,
Joey Gallo in 2022 for Clayton Beater, and he came from the
Beater.
Dodgers. And he had a really good season last year. He struggled a little bit in AAA, but I think he's going to get a lot of looks in spring training, particularly starting and
Mm,
relieving, and a lot of the Yankees minor league starters turn into bullpen guys. I don't know why that's a
yeah.
trend, but again, he could be, in another role. It's like, hey, I could be the long guy, kind of like Michael King, kind of like Luis Heel would be. So Clayton Beater is who I'm watching come February.
Mm. Good stuff. Good stuff, Alex. I'm
Mhm.
gonna get to a couple comments here. Um, Leaf, what's good? What's good, Leaf? What's good, Leaf? Nah, we didn't we didn't do the Nets conversation. It is on tap. I do want to get to the Nets. I do want to get to the Knicks. But I got my man, my bro, Mr. Alex, Big Blue in the Bronx. If you're not already subscribed to Big Blue in the Bronx, this guy right here, Mr. Alex, Big Blue in the Bronx. Yes, he is that dude for all your Knicks, all your Yankees, all your Giants stuff. You know what I'm saying? He is the inside reporter for the Big Blue crew, man. Shout out to my bro Alex, man. Much love to you, bro, man. This good conversation. I can go on with this Yankee conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me, Alex. I'll be on your chat. I love talking about the Yankees, man. But for the purpose of the show, we're gonna keep it moving here.
I
And
just got
let's get
one thing
into.
to say. I just
Go
got
ahead,
one thing to
Coach.
say. Ja Morant. That's all I'm going to say. Game winner. Game winner. First game back. Game winner. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. Leaf Diggy, man. Leaf Diggy, man. Shout out to Leaf, man. We're gonna get into a little basketball conversation, man, because I do want to talk some basketball. Alex, you're more than welcome to stay on and talk basketball with us. I know you're into basketball as well. Now, The Knicks, coach. The Knicks. What you feeling about these
Mm-hmm.
Knicks now? They beat the Lakers
Mm-hmm.
now. They beat the
I
Lakers now.
know, I
Yeah.
know, I
You
know, I
know,
know, I
shout out
know.
to Taj. You know, Taj, our resident Laker fan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Taj.
Lakers are actually my number two team. Y'all know that because I grew up a Lakers fan
But they
before I
went
transitioned.
on beat them Lakers now. So
I just got one thing to say. Come on, Lakers, man. A banner? Really? A banner?
yeah, yeah, that's weak.
I mean, I get it. I understand the point. You know, you're trying to say your championships, whatever, and you're always competing with Boston. Realistically,
Yeah.
I get it. But you know what, bro? Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, nah, nah. But getting back to the Knicks, all right. Like I said in the intro, man. I mean, shout out to Julius. He did his thing. Brunson is always Brunson. Quick did his thing. To the guys who stepped in, to Hartenstein playing, 30 whatever minutes and getting 17 rebounds, stepping in
Mm-hmm.
for Mitchell. Speedy recovery to Jericho Sims, bro. You know I love you. I got nothing but love for him.
Sims is hurt too
Yeah, he
now.
twisted his ankle. That's
Oh.
why played so much. And then
Gonna
I
be
think
So
Todd.
Hartenstein
that's
and Taj Gibson.
Yeah,
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 that's two big men that's hurt right now for
yeah,
y'all. That's big
exactly.
time.
So I mean, like I told you in the intro, though, it's the Knicks got to do. I mean, I'm never one to really say, oh, I want a superstar per se, but
Mm-hmm.
it's now to a point. If you want to compete for championships, you got it. You have to do it because a superstar. Because Melo even said it. He said if he was on this team in his prime, we win a championship. And you know what? He's right. He's right. If you had a Carmelo Anthony on this team when he first came to the Knicks with the talent that's here right now, yeah,
Yeah, him and Brunson would be something different, but
no,
yeah, I
I
can't
get
say
it.
that he's gonna get along with Julius Randle. I don't think that shit gonna work.
He's the one. He's the one that said it. Melo said it.
Yeah, he
No,
said it
so
because players say shit
uh,
because they ain't playing the game no more. But
see now you
if he was
also
on the
said the
court
other
with
thing.
Julius Randle, I ain't.
And that's the thing with Julius too, because you're right. You'll get some days when he's going like this, and you're like, yes, yes, yes. But then you got days where he's just like, man, what the are you doing? And it's like and I'm not seeing as much of him running down the court complaining with the officials like he was last year,
Mm-hmm.
but. The Knicks definitely have to do something. They need a closer. That's really what it boils down to.
I
Now,
thought that
do
was
you have to?
Brunson though.
Mm, a consistent closer? No, Brunson is not
So
consistent with
where
it.
does Brunson fit in all this?
He would be my number two, to be honest with you. It would battle between him and Julius, to be honest. Whoever that number one is, I mean, it's see again. It's who are you bringing in though? That's the thing. So because if you were to get Donovan Mitchell, then does it really matter who's number two? Does it really matter? And then with
Kinda, yeah.
mm,
Because
but
you got to think
Lee,
you got to think about it like this. Look, if you got Donovan Mitchell and you got Jalen Brunson, you got two pretty
all
good
dominant guards, I know.
dominant guards. Now you need something to in the post, something you can run pick and roll off. You see what
Julius
I'm saying?
Randle.
So if Julius Randle is that guy, he might be the number two. Cause you're running so much pick and roll, depending on what you're off, depending on what Thibodeau's doing. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's the other issue. That becomes the other issue, though. It's with Thibodeau and his system, because Alex, you see it. They come down, they give it to the bigs, they run that little damn weed thing, and it's like everyone knows what the fuck you're gonna do. Sometimes you gotta mix it up. I mean, we NYG. I talked to you early in the year about it. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
should be Lob City sometimes
I agree. Yeah.
what you call it Mitchell Robinson sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but they Tibbs doesn't do that, and whenever I have the opportunity to see them, it's just like I'm looking at it, and then eventually, come late, it just comes a 1-on-1 to close out the game. Either it's Brunson and if Julius Randle is hot, he runs it with Julius Randle. Because I've always said when Grimes was on, it just seemed like Julius wasn't in there. But for some reason, he's lost it. They haven't progressed it. I've done enough talking. You know what? Go ahead, Alex. Give me your take, bro.
Well, I'll give you a little bit, and then I'm going to spice it up with something.
All right.
So I'm not uh, completely. I would say out of the three sports that we do cover, I would say basketball is my third most knowledgeable. Just the things I see with Tibbs and what I've seen the last few years in his coaching is offensively the lack of floor spacing and the ISO ball. That's one of the things I always get pissed off at. And I know we were talking offense. By the way, Coach has a good point about Mitchell Robinson because he doesn't really have any offensive game and he can't hit free
Mm-mm.
throws. So the what he was talking about before would actually be a good contributor to the offense. But defensively, and then I'll spice it up. You'll see how I'll spice it up. Is I hate the switch maneuvers when everybody's covering two guys and then someone's open for a friggin' three. It just seems like nobody. It's just like it's frustrating to watch. But better yet, while I finish the rest of my ribs, I'll give it to the Knicks expert. What's up, everybody?
What's
What's up,
good?
Hook? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Let's go,
doing good.
man. Shout out to Luca, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you joining the show, bro. In your
Yes, I was-
role, man. You looking
Yes,
like a grown
yes.
man over there.
I hear you guys talking Knicks, but obviously the Knicks came away with a good victory last night against the Lakers. I have to rewatch
Absolutely.
the game, but
Shout out to the
I-
Knicks.
yeah, shout out to the Knicks. But defense, I think, remains my biggest concern. We know what the offense is. It's bland. It's stupid. It's
Mm-hmm.
essentially like how they start their sets. I see it every time. It's
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson bring up the ball. RJ comes from the corner. Brunson hands off the ball to Barrett. Barrett hands the ball to Randle coming over, and there's just a 1-on-1 where Mitch sets a ghost screen and Randle drives the basket or takes a 1-on-1 matchup. It's basic. It's like I see more ball movement sometimes in a pickup game, which is ridiculous. But defensively, I was like watching the film from the Knicks Clippers game, the Knicks Jazz game. They cannot defend the three like anything. Marketing was going off. Colin Sexton was going off. THT was going off. It's not even just the 3-point defense that I'm concerned with the Knicks. It's the point of attack defense. Like Grimes, I think, has regressed a bit on defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
Andy DiVincenzo, I think, is very overrated as a defender. He picks up all the deflections, but overall, he is getting blown by defensively. Same thing with Josh Hart. Josh Hart obviously is another deflections guy. Obviously, deflections are a more popular stat with defense in the NBA. So, Hart does a little bit of everything, but so there are times where he's out of position. RJ Barrett, there are times where he's out of position. Because I remember watching this transition drive from the Jazz, and I don't remember who was bringing up the court. It might have been Chris Dunn or Agbaji. Agbaji was bringing up. He passed it to Dunn. Hendricks was wide open in the corner. He catches it. The slightest up fake, I tell you, the slightest up fake, RJ is just jumping up in the air, loses position. Hendricks walks right to the basket for a dunk. And the Knicks also defensively are just so undisciplined, and the fundamentals are just not there.
Yeah. I think that is the deal, the discipline with this team now. But that's on the coach.
Oh yeah,
That's
it
it.
is.
Now, yeah, we got to talk about that because he has been here for a while in
Right.
New York, and the Knicks have been, in playoff contention, but they haven't really taken that next step.
Mhm.
They haven't really made that move to where you say, okay, this team is going, take the next step forward. And it's like they're waiting. But what are they waiting for? Are they waiting
Right.
to make a change at coaching? What are they waiting for to make that move to where, because I feel like this team is priming. Like they're priming. That like they got some pieces. They have, Brunson. They got Randall. They have Barrett. They have Quickly. Like they got pieces. What are they waiting for? What's gonna take them to the next step? And it seems to me like they're a little reluctant to make that move based on the fact they're not sure about Mr. Thibodeau.
True, he is in the 4th year of his 5th-year contract. I think this year is like the ultimate year which decides whether he's getting extended or not, in my opinion. But you know what? A good friend of mine, his name is Alex. He's Nick Central on Twitter. He said this about the front office. He said that Leon Rose right now is safe. When he gets a star player, that's when the clock starts ticking on his tenure.
That's kind of like when you get the quarterback in football. Am I right or wrong? Yeah.
Right, you're absolutely
That's
right.
when your clock starts.
He's safe right now. He's treading water. Fan base is happy. Constant playoff contender. You know, we won the first round last year. All of that. The clock is not going to start until he trades for a star. And then that right now, that's not a plan. That's a hypothetical. We don't know if Donovan Mitchell is available. We don't know if Joel Embiid is available. We don't know if Markkanen's available. What would he do? But
so if that's the case, then why not just why not do what you got to do and get rid of Tibbs then? To be brutally honest, I mean it makes no sense. I mean we know that they're in conflict. I mean they're not they're not in lockstep in a lot of their moves. You know, I mean, you just like with the Giants. One of the things that we do love, no matter what, is your general manager and your head coach are in lockstep. They're on the same page. Yep. They're not. They're really not. To me, it just seems like they're not. You know, some moves that when which they ended up trading to Portland. You know, when he traded for Reddish when they traded for him from Atlanta. You know, and you could tell Tibbs didn't want him. You know, he really didn't want him. So it's like,
I don't know why y'all traded Obi Toppin. That dude, like.
And Tibbs didn't develop him, and that's the problem. You get these young guys, talented. Now I'm not saying they're elite, but they would have been more than serviceable because right now. Don't let something happen to Julius Randle. For everything that I complain about him, he's your 4. You lose him, your season is done. Your season is because honestly, Taj Gibson, that's who you're going to go to. Because who do you have? You're going to put Josh Hart in the starting lineup? No, I don't think you are.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Coach. And that's one of the things that I was debating with Nick's Twitter in the offseason, right? You know, Obi Toppin was traded. Okay, I wasn't a fan of the trade, getting 2 second-round picks in like 5 years in the future, whatever. I didn't like that. But you know what? I said, please, for God's sake, sign a backup 4 who has size, who can play defense, and who could shoot the 3 ball. I said Grant Williams. I said Torrey Craig. I said Jay Crowder, maybe trade for Bojan Bogdanovic from the Pistons. But you know what? The Knicks did not do any of that. They said, you know what? We're going to have Josh Hart as a small ball 4. Well, how about this? Watch Josh Hart against guys like Jason Tatum. Tatum will cook him.
Oh my God! You ain't lying.
The defense I got in the defense I got, and I still get is whose backup 4 are you truly afraid of, which I think is a cop out. And another cop out I get is, where are the minutes coming from? Because we know Tibbs has his set rotations, which annoys me. I really don't know a coach ever, right, who has set rotations for the entire game. Like it's like he wrote them down on a piece of paper and says, you know what, I got to stick with it the rest of the game because I wrote that down. Not so much, okay, well, this is happening. I didn't think it would happen. I got to make changes. No, he's like, okay, this is happening. I'd expect it to happen. But you know what? We're going to stick with the lineup and see what goes. That he's stubborn.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, shout out to my adopted grandson who's a Chicago Bulls fan. And he said, Granddad, you're going to see the misery I used to go through and what he did to destroy Derek. Derrick Rose, sorry. He said you're going to see how bad of a coach he really is. He's supposed to be a great defensive coach, and I'm not even seeing it this year. I'm not. I'm not, and it's just all right. If you want to say, okay, at least his defense is up there. Okay, I'm not seeing it.
His system's outdated. It's called the strong side overload. The same type of system he used back in '08 when he won with the Celtics and Doc Rivers. But the idea is obviously clog the strong side of the ball, obviously the side of the ball with 3 defenders. Does that defend against corner threes? It does not. Does it defend against off-ball cuts? It does not. And those are the 2 main problems. And Tibbs, obviously, and everybody, and most people know this, your team, whenever coached by Tom Thibodeau, has a ceiling because he will not adapt and he will not make adjustments.
Exactly. And that's why I say maybe it's just, you know what, get rid of now. Is it Dolan prohibiting Leon Rose from moving on from him? Because that leads me to wonder, because I'm saying to myself, number one, I don't get to see them often because of Dolan and the Comcast debate.
Right.
So, but when I do see him, I'm sitting, I'm like, this team doesn't look like it's coached. It really does not look like that. It's more of eventually just give Brunson or Julius the ball, maybe RJ Barrett quickly when he comes in. You know, he'll do his little thing and do whatever. But the rest of the guys are pretty much a crapshoot. And I'm saying to myself, well, this has to be coaching. And if it's coaching and he's not on lockstep with Leon Rose, then you got to make a change. You have to make a change because the goal ultimately is to move up. And is Tibbs going to force star players not to want to come here because they're going to say, "Nah, I can't play for Tibbs. I don't want to play for Tibbs."
I know a lot of people bring up Joel Embiid, and Embiid obviously has had knee injuries in the past, and that's one of my concerns. If I were to trade for him, the talent is there, obviously, but it's all about the knee injuries, the play style. But I watch a lot of NBA, but not just basketball videos, but like the gurus really breaking down, and they said, you know what, Joel Embiid is being utilized differently this year as opposed to in previous years. With
what about Zion Williamson?
I'm not feeling him. But I just wanted to finish real quickly on Embiid. Nurse is using him at the top of the key. It's not this ISO stuff. There's a lot of give and go actions and get actions that Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid are working together. Where Embiid is just doesn't just have the ball in the post or in the mid range doing face ups. He's moving the ball around. He's a better passer. I think he's averaging a career high assists. In a Thibodeau system, he's not doing any of that. It's going to be more rugged. It's going to be like as some of my Knicks fans friends are saying, it's going to be like Amari 2.0. He is going to run him to the ground. Or Eddie Curry.
Eddie Curry. Oh,
wow.
My God.
Wow.
It goes with Eddie Curry.
Yeah. And basically right now, that means the issue is Tibbs. Because now if Leon Rose is safe, then Tibbs got to go. Tibbs has to go. And I don't understand what it is with Dolan, that he won't allow. I just don't know. I mean, because it doesn't make sense to me, and no one can make it make sense to me.
I don't think it's Dolan. I'll tell you this much. There was a report last year by Ian Begley, obviously a very reputable source. I would say before that big Cleveland game when they got crap canned by the Mavericks in December of last year, everybody in that front office wanted to fire Tom Thibodeau except his buddy Leon Rose. So I think it's actually Leon holding him back or holding back that thought.
Then why are they not together on a lot of the moves? It does
exactly. Exactly. I completely agree.
What's good, Rando? Shout out to Rando, man. Shout out to the Big Blue Knockout podcast, man, with Rando, Day Uno, and Stas, man. Those are my bros, man, from Twitter, man. So shout out to you, man. Glad you could join the show tonight, man. Appreciate you.
I mean, I'm watching the Warriors and the Celtics right now. They just it's like almost like I said this last year and the year before. I said it's like these teams play in a different league of basketball as to what we're used to. You see the Warriors, right? I get it. Kerr runs a hell of a system. Nobody runs it like Spoelstra. Same with Mike Brown, who runs the Princeton sets with the Kings, and they're ultra successful on offense.
The Kings.
Like there is little to no off-ball movement with the Knicks. It's all ISO ball. It's so easy to figure out. And the Knicks got outcoached last year in the second round by Eric Spoelstra. They got outcoached a few days ago by what's his name, Tyronn Lue. They got outcoached by Will Hardy.
barely probably people know who he is, but still,
Yeah,
it's
I
the
don't know
point
who he
remains.
I don't know who he is. But
Mm.
big game coming up Wednesday night, man. Knicks
Nets.
and Nets. So
It's at
got
the Barclay, right?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
You
So
see, I
at
got
least
the
I get to
Barclays. You
be.
see, I got the Barclays up there. It's I do everything with a purpose. You know that, Coach.
No,
So
it's not that. What I'm saying is now because I get yes, so I can at least see the game.
Oh yeah.
oh
Good.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But real quick, man, just gonna get you guys predictions and how you think this game's gonna turn out, and then we're gonna move on to the football. Um, what you feeling, man? I'm gonna go last, Coach. I'm gonna start with Coach, then we'll go to Luca, and if Lou's there, we'll go to
It's
Lou.
as much as I think the Knicks will win. I mean, because I think we do have the players that you guys with certain players that you because who can actually match up with Brunson and Randall? I mean, now you have what you call it, Bridges, so that's an advantage
Bridges.
there, So and I mean,
Got
I
a little
don't
guy
know
by the
the
name of Dinwiddie. He's a little feisty.
yeah, but you always complain about Dinwiddie too,
I do,
so
I do.
you,
Yeah,
you know,
he's my Julius Randle. I do, I do, I
yeah,
do, I
so
do bitch about him a lot. Pause.
it it's I just I think it's an advantage to the Knicks. Now the question is because it's Jericho Sims. Is Sims gonna is he gonna be out for a while? So now that means you're stuck with Hartenstein
Mhm.
and Taj Gibson, and that's why I'm just like so hesitant right now because it's not like y'all have elite low post scoring.
Yeah.
Claxton can Claxton can do certain things, but he's a very good rebounder, so he's athletic, so that can give Hartenstein some issues, but
Mhm.
so it's going to come down to the matchups, and I think because we do have at least two one-on-one iso ball players that make it difficult, and then the 3-point shooting. If y'all are hitting the 3-point shots, then that's going to be the issue. So, but right now, I'm going to give it a slight edge, to the Knicks right now, and because they're also coming off of feel good from the Lakers, while you guys are coming in, from the loss to
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. Yeah. That
So,
game was
but you got to Luca.
whack. But
Yeah.
Luca,
But I
what's
just
your
want to say
thoughts?
this to either Rando. Tibbs is a horrible coach. He has his favorites, runs them into the ground, doesn't develop young guys. Why is Quickly getting a minutes decrease this year? I don't get that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up. I'll pull up his minutes real quick, and then I'll get to the Nets predictions. Let's pull it up because I did this on the show yesterday, and I just
Mm-hmm.
get it
I
at
forgot
all.
about that. Yeah.
So let's see. In yesterday against the Lakers was an exception. 29 minutes. 19 minutes against the Clippers, 24 against Phoenix, 18 against Utah, and 25 against Boston. Why not 28 to 30 minutes a game? I know, that could go with the point, oh, you're running him down, whatever. But Emmanuel Quickly was a sixth man of the year candidate last year. I just wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
why he's being utilized the way
And
he is.
you know what, Luca, that's the same thing that the Nets fans was talking about Cam Thomas last year. Why wasn't he getting these minutes? Why is he on the bench? Why is he not getting in the game? And this year they're actually using him, and long behold, yeah, this guy's excelling.
I
He's
mean, the stats,
arguably one of the most improved players in the league right now.
even the stats back up Emmanuel Quickly, being on the floor for a little bit. I'm going to pull up the numbers, then I'll get to the predictions. Let's see. Here we go. Wowie combinations. Emmanuel Quickly. Let me
Missed
pull up
the interception.
Emmanuel Quickly. Here we go. All right. So Knicks are, let's see, they're 5 points better offensively with him on the court and 6 points better defensively with him on the court. So that's a plus side. 3-point percentage is actually lower with Quickly, but in other words, there were so many stats that I looked up last year that showed why Quickly should be on the floor more. Anyways, but to the Nets and Knicks predictions, I I think I'll take the Knicks slightly. I think Randall and Brunson firepower, I think, is better when the star power the Nets have. I'm not disrespecting Mikal Bridges or Cam Thomas, but if the Nets start hitting from the perimeter, I think it's over for the Knicks. Even if they get in the paint too, the paint defense is still questionable. It's very murky, in my opinion. Hartenstein he's been solid this year, but I think at times he's been overzealous. He'll get into foul trouble. Taj Gibson isn't obviously like Bulls Taj Gibson. I think he'll be a little slow-footed, but I'll say the Knicks barely. But if the Knicks, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Jacques Vaughn starts to really find holes in the Knicks defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Nets. Obviously, look, here's the thing. With Mitchell Robinson out, I'm putting that. I'm attacking that paint like all day with Cam Thomas, with Mikal Bridges. I'm attacking the paint. I'm trying to get to the free throw line. I'm trying to get these guys in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? And then when they bring the defense in, now you can spread them out with your 3-point shooters with Cam Johnson, with Cam Thomas, with Dinwiddie, so on and so forth. So that's my game plan. You know what I'm saying? Now on defense, you have to guard obviously those two superstars, and that's Brunson and Randall. Now, I'm not necessarily doubling either one of those guys. I think I'm gonna put Claxton on Randall. And then I'm gonna take Bridges and Dinwiddie and switch them off. I'm gonna give Brunson different looks. I don't want to give him the same look. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him a bigger, taller guy, and then a little smaller, quicker guy. So that's how I would attack them on defense. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what Jacques Vaughn gonna do. You know what I mean? Jacques Vaughn is Jacques Vaughn, but if I'm the coach, that's how I'm dealing with it right now.
Now let me ask you, because you said you're going to put Claxton on Randall. Is he strong enough to handle Randall if he backs him down into the paint? Because that's going to be, Claxton is still light.
If Finney Smith is available, I'm putting Finney Smith on him. I don't want to put Royce O'Neal on him. I think Royce O'Neal, he's going to abuse Royce O'Neal, in my opinion. But Finney Smith, I would put Finney Smith on him, but I don't know if Finney Smith was going to play or not. So if it's not Finney Smith, it has to be Clax. I'm not confident in Cam Johnson guarding him at all. He's too light. So I want to put the biggest, strongest guy on Randall.
But now can Claxton handle Julius because Julius will do the other thing if in terms of instead of always backing him down, he's going to pull him out.
If you pull him out, then you might want to send a double team. But the Nets have to rotate. That's the biggest problem I have with this team. They're slow on their rotations. So they gotta rotate. Yeah.
So we're probably expecting almost an explosive type of a game, or more of an offensive minded game.
I think it's going to be an offensive type game.
I think so too.
I think it's going to be an offensive type game. I'm banking on the Nets hitting their threes, like you guys said. Because I think they're going to get open looks. And Cam Johnson and Bridges and them, they can get it cooking from downtown. Now, if they're off, it's going to be a long day for the Nets because we do struggle in the half-court offense.
So the Nets like a quicker pace? A little bit.
Yes, we do.
That's very anti the Knicks. The Knicks are very much grinded out, very slow pace, obviously low turnovers.
We don't want to get in the half-court with you guys. We're going to lose. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just talking basketball.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Forget the feelings. If we get into a half-court offense with the Knicks or most of these teams, it's not good for the Nets. Right. We need to push the pace. That's what we need to do. Push the pace, man. Get open looks and get easy transition buckets. The Nets have to make offense easy because we don't have that kind of star that can create. We got one guy, and that's Cam Thomas, and he's still developing. So he's not all the way there yet, in my opinion. He's
What
still
about you
gonna.
guys rebound? What about your rebounding?
Mm,
Because right now in the starting
it's
lineup,
been better with Claxton in the lineup, but
hmm
I'm not confident that they're gonna out rebound the Knicks.
and
I'm gonna be honest
that's
with
the
you.
one thing I'm also thinking about now because Hartenstein, he's good at rebounding, but he's very good at his outlet. I mean that's
Mm.
one of the things that they've always said. So that allowed the offense to get downfield and then cause
If punk
havoc with
ass
your
Ben
each.
Simmons was in the game, I'd give you a different story, but he's
Oh
not playing,
yes,
so
Simmons was. I'll be honest with
yeah.
you. Simmons at least could match up with
Yeah.
Julius. He could at
Yeah.
Right.
least because he has the size, the athleticism. He just offensively. That's the issue with him.
Yeah.
We
Well,
all know
even
that.
offensively, like you were saying with the outlet passes, that's Ben Simmons' game. He
Exactly.
excels at that. Like
And that's
that's his
Hartenstein,
game.
and that's why
Hmm.
I'm sitting here thinking I'm like, okay, well, if we can rebound and kick out, that doesn't allow you to get your defense set also. So
Right.
Hmm.
we can get down court and try and create a mismatch and find the mismatch and then attack it that way too. So, but yeah, you made some excellent points. So,
Yeah.
and it won't surprise me if y'all win. I'll be honest with you.
I
That's why
wouldn't.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah,
uh,
man. You already know, man. If you guys don't know, if you go to my page, man, and you search my videos, man. Me and Coach actually had a debate on the Knicks and Nets. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. It was good
yeah.
stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, man. We do this
Yeah.
lightheartedly.
Yeah.
That's my brother, of course, man. So no harm, no foul. But yeah,
And by the way, I'm just sitting here loving watching Wells and Coach Dave
yeah,
because they're
going
sitting
at
here
it, boy.
talking.
Woo!
They talking soccer, the English league, and Coach Dave with following a little bit of the German league. I ain't
Man, shout
Dave,
out to Wells, bro. Shout out
but
to Wells, man. If you are not subscribed to G Nation Inside Sports, and I'm waiting for Wells to start his dang on channel, come on, bro,
mhm.
get you a channel going. But they're excellent at calling fights, man. If you're into combat sports, man, it's dope. It's a dope show, man. They have fun with it. We laugh, we joke, we got little inside jokes and all this. You know what I'm saying? Wells is great at analysis when it comes to fighting. You know what I'm saying? So is Lou. So definitely go check them out, man. If you're not already subscribed to G Nation Inside Sports, man, Leather to the Face, Saturday nights, man, every Saturday night, man. So definitely go shout out to the fam there, man. But
I like the
um,
English players, but the fan base is annoying. Yeah, I feel you.
man,
Hey, but I like
absolutely,
that. I like that soccer talk, man.
yeah,
It's respect.
yeah. We got to get more into soccer, man. Hopefully we could bring you some soccer info here on Heart of the City, man. But let's talk some football. Y'all want to talk some football? I know.
Let's
You
start with
seen
the
Luca's
Jets.
face?
Let's start with the
He was
Jets. Let's
like,
start with the Jets. Let's start with the Jets, please, please.
I have two words for the New York Jets: clean house.
Does that include the quarterback? But does that include the quarterback?
If let's just say this, right? I know he's probably not coming here. I've got my list of names who I want as Jets head coach. General manager, I know that's a little more complicated.
yeah.
Harbaugh, if he wants it, there's going to be other opportunities, and obviously a big salary for him. Which the question is, will Woody Johnson pay him? We don't know. Bruce Arians, if he is healthy enough, and if he
Bruce
wants to come out
Arians,
of
I
retirement.
forgot about him,
Mm,
yo.
good
Yo,
call.
he might be, yo.
Number three,
Mm.
if they fire him, I think this coach needs a new start. He's coached for this team for a while. He won a Super Bowl with them. That man is Mike Tomlin.
Oh, hands down.
If the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin, I'm yeah. I'm gonna raise hell. I ain't gonna front. I'm
Yeah.
gonna raise hell, bro. That man ain't done shit wrong.
I mean, the
At
one knock
all.
against him is, the coordinators. But you know what? The problem is with the Jets, they in this century alone, they've except for one coach we all know, Adam Gase, they've never went out and gotten that big coach. The last time they did that was when Leon Hess was desperate.
Well, they got Rex Ryan,
Rex Ryan was
and
first time coach, to be fair.
okay,
And I was going to say that the last time the Jets really went all in for a coach was Parcells,
I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
say yeah,
and that was
Parcells.
Leon
That
Hess's
was that was
last
where I was
days
gonna go
on the
next.
planet.
Hmm.
But yeah, those are
Well,
the guys I would take. And
now, if they clean house, do you think Aaron Rodgers would cause problems? Because I mean, he's set in his stone. You know, he's
oh
big
yeah,
with Hackett. So would it be a good move in a sense? Well, maybe a good move is the wrong word. Because the thing is, does it fit? Would it fit? That's really what I'm looking for. Because Rogers right now is running the show over there. Anybody can
oh,
say
I know.
whatever they want.
Appreciate you,
All right,
Rando.
Rando. Thanks,
Appreciate you
bro.
coming through, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for the love, man, the support, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. If you ain't already tapped in, man, go tap into Twitter to Eda Rando,
Hmm.
Stas and Day Uno, man. They do the Big Blue Knockout podcast, man. Dope stuff over there,
Great
man.
interviews. Some great
Absolutely.
interviews. Carl Banks, Paul Dottino. They've done them all. So, but
Absolutely.
but getting back to the Jets, the fit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna. I know what you're gonna about to say. I think you're gonna ask like, is Rodgers going to mesh with a certain head coach? Right. That's obviously a
Hmm.
big factor. I know Rodgers is running the ship. I know that very well. The Jets basically are selling their soul
What's
for the
good,
next 2 years.
Raphael? Raphael
What's up,
Cologne,
Raphael?
another member coming through from the Twitter chat, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely, man. Shout out to Rafi, a real dude too, man.
When
Yeah,
they
that
put
dude.
that Giants fan up there, I thought he was a
That
Raiders fan.
that dude. my
I'm
man,
sorry.
my,
Go ahead.
my man on
No,
some
it's
real
fine. But
NYC shit, man.
But
Love Ra.
essentially, obviously, the Jets are going to sell the Jets for the next 2 years. If Rodgers plays 2 years, I'm not certain he plays 2 years. I know he said that on
Hmm.
McAfee. I'm not certain.
Hmm.
I'm not holding out any hopes. I think he comes back next year. And if, in my personal opinion, if nothing happens next year, nothing significant, like if they make the playoffs and get knocked out of the first round, he's going to be like, you know what, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. I'm going back to the darkness and I'm possibly retiring. And at that point, let's be fair, the rebuild is inevitable. It's
Hmm.
truly inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. And at some point, the head coach and the general manager will not be here at some point.
Hmm.
And that's,
Hmm.
this has also stirred up a debate. There's two debates. When do the Jets draft their next quarterback? Do they draft a quarterback in the third round like next year? Do you draft a Joe Milton? Do you draft a Spencer Rattler? Do you draft a
I would take a quarterback this year.
I'm not
I ain't
against
gonna
that.
hold you.
I'm not against that. I
Because
am
you have the structure to allow a quarterback to develop, especially if you bring it back Aaron Rodgers. You have that structure. Look at what that did for Jordan Love. Now, Jordan
right.
Love ain't perfect, but he is progressing.
He sat.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Hmm.
And the big thing with the Jets is they've never really sat, quarterbacks before they should
Right.
start. The last time I remember the Jets doing that was Chad Pennington, and I wasn't even watching football at that point. The Jets drafted Pennington. They started Testaverde for like the first 2 years or so, and then Pennington became
Hmm.
a starter. But the thing is, that's the debate. Obviously, quarterback. Would you draft a quarterback with the first round pick, which could be fairly high, like number 6 or number 5, or do you go offensive line to help the team now, or Joe Alt? Do you go wide receiver Marvin Harrison if he's available? All these different things. You want to go all in. You want to sell your soul, win now.
Hmm.
All this different stuff, or the year after next, or I already mentioned the third round, possibly drafting quarterback in the third round. Jordan Travis, if he ends up playing. Spencer Rattler, Joe Milton. Obviously, you can look into those quarterbacks.
Y'all think
Uh,
Travis coming out? I think he going back.
you think
What's your
so?
thoughts? What's your thoughts, Coach? You think Jordan Travis coming out? Because I
I
do
think
like
he's
his
coming out.
potential.
I
I
think he's going to come
do.
out.
He's really intriguing, bro. I ain't gonna
It's not
front.
that. It's the team itself. How many players are coming out from that team? Is it going to be the same team? Same team? Because now, if you're saying it's going to be pretty much the same team, then I could see that. But right
Yeah,
now, it would
because he
make
don't want to go back to a team that ain't gotten. Yeah, I
no,
see what
and it
you're
makes
saying.
and
Yeah,
right now
Especially if
he's injured.
Coleman's coming out, right? Keon Coleman.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Keon
wide
Coleman's
receiver.
coming
Yeah.
up. Now, if you're going to tell me he's going back because he wants to improve his draft status, then that's a different story. It
Okay.
makes sense. But is he really going to improve it if the team is not what he played with this year? Personally, I would just say, you know what, come out this year. It's a broken leg, so you more than likely you may be ready by training camp. You may be. So get into the pro system, let them work with you, do rehab with them also, whoever you draft. You're not going to, be a high draft pick. I understand that, but maybe you could be a third or fourth rounder. So,
Is it like?
but
Let me ask this: is it like a Hendon Hooker type situation? Because he ended the season last
I
year on a bad
believe
injury,
so.
torn
Hendon,
ACL.
Hendon, Hendon was ACL. I think
How
Travis
old is
is
Jordan and
did.
Travis though? He's not old like Hooker though, is he?
No, 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 no. I
Yeah.
think he's like
Yeah.
22,
23.
23.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
was gonna say.
I think his injury was a dislocated knee and I think a break somewhere. It wasn't a ACL, which is a little bit different. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like,
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
you could do that. Now, personally speaking, here's one, and I'm waiting. I know he's not coming out. I know he's going back next year, depending on where the drafts. My boy Shador. I
Mm.
want Shador in New York.
Yo, you already know, Coach, man.
I think he's going to be in the draft next year,
Man.
not this one.
Yeah, no, no, not this year. Based on what they're doing with that offensive line, I know they're trying to protect him. And the thing is, honestly, I know what Dean is doing. He's trying to push him for the Heisman and then probably for one of the top to be in the top 5. I know that's what he's doing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but again, Ralph says Cam Ward might end up at Florida State, but and then that
Oh,
means
through the
through the
transfer
transfer.
portal.
Transfer.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
Ward is going there, then that means Jordan is definitely coming out. So who's not going to be a good NFL quarterback? If you're talking about Shador, yes, he will. He's Shador. I've been watching Shador since his high school day, his freshman year. That kid
Man,
is
that dude is
groomed. He's
man,
groomed to be an
yo,
NFL quarterback.
bro.
Dion knows what he's doing with Shador. Shador's ability to his problem this year is no offensive line.
I'm gonna throw the link in
He
the chat. Dash, Coach, or Raphael. If y'all want to come through, you're more
yeah.
than welcome.
Dash, I think no, I think they
We on
got
the football.
5.
We on the football segment right now, so let's get
Oh,
it.
if he's talking about Travis, I'm sorry. Then if you're talking about Travis is not going to be a good quarterback, I mean, it's
Oh,
up
he
to
talk
debate.
about Travis. Oh, there he is.
Jordan,
Okay.
what's up, Coach?
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, man, yo, you pimping that soccer talk, bro. I'm paying attention to you. I see you. I see you. All right, all right. You got it. You got it. But all right, you were talking about Travis Jordan is not going to be a good quarterback.
Dash said they got 4 linemen so far in the
He's not.
transfer
He's
portal
not.
No,
going to
I,
Colorado.
no, I thought they got 5. I have to double check. I think they just signed another one.
They got 5 and one kid.
Yeah,
He basically left and went to Oregon.
yeah.
He was supposed to
Okay.
sign there, but the Benson kid from Indiana was supposed to sign in
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, but decided to go to Oregon. But
Yeah.
Jordan Travis is not going to be a good professional quarterback.
Explain.
Nah. He's a good college quarterback, I think. Like he's just limited in his skill set. You could tell. Like he's just like his vision. I think he's tough. I think he might be a good backup. I don't even see him as like a good system kind of guy. I just think he's just limited. Like I don't see nothing really is exceptional about his skill set. I think maybe his biggest attribute to me, I think, is probably his leadership ability. But actually, like skill wise, I don't see it.
That's a big thing, though. I ain't gonna
It is a
front.
big thing, but at the end of the day, give me a skilled non-leader who could execute a game plan over a limited leader.
I can't speak too much on Jordan Travis because I haven't really done a lot of film on him. But so I'm gonna let Coach take this one over. So
I mean, Jordan. I mean, the thing about Jordan, because I understand where he's going from, because last year to this year is a major jump. It's a major jump in his ability. Now, if you want to say some of that is because they got Keon Coleman,
Yeah,
I can give you, I can accept that. But
Yeah.
if you put the tools around him, he can play at a high level. I'm not expecting him to, to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm just not. He's not that. But yes, you have to have the right system for him to be a good quarterback, and you have to have the pieces. You already started with one with Garrett Wilson. The tight ends are to be this. Now the thing with him, you definitely need an offensive line.
Yeah,
Luca can
Yeah.
attest to that with
yeah,
the Jets offensive line. I think that's where they're heavily this year. They're going to focus on
yeah,
more than anything.
yeah. They need to go hard and heavy in the offensive line.
Offensive line,
I wouldn't
exactly, and then
honestly.
maybe a number two wide receiver. I
Yeah,
think you definitely need a number two wide receiver. So,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry, go
If
ahead.
I'm the Jets, honestly, I don't think I would change much just because this season I give it like a mulligan, just because Rodgers. If we know if Rodgers is 100%, he's there all season. This shit is gonna be a different season. I feel like it's kind of like with us. Like after a while, the offense is so horrible, it just sucked the life out of the defense. They just gave up, and it's just like you got to just scratch it off as nothing. I would make adjustments to the line and personnel, but as far as coaching, I think I would give it one more year, honestly.
My
I
biggest
agree.
problem was they allowed themselves to put Zach Wilson and honor him as the quarterback too. We all, I mean, I should say we all. I don't know if you guys watched enough of Zach Wilson last year. He was
Yeah, it was
god.
horrible. He was
Yeah,
horrible.
he was probably the worst. And it's not even. It's not even like just
Horrible.
he was. It's not even just like he was bad. The coaching staff was literally scared to play him in a Week 18 meaningless game against the Miami Dolphins last year. I crap you not. Coach Saleh literally said about Zach Wilson, he needs to go read a book on a beach somewhere. He needs a mentor.
God damn.
And Robert Saleh, I'll tell you this, also mentioned on the K Show a couple of weeks ago, this should have been a redshirt year for Zach. The biggest failure, in my opinion, you can say Mulligan, whatever you want. The Jets have missed the playoffs for 13 years straight. I was 7 years old. The first jersey I ever had was a Mark Sanchez jersey, and I'm pretty sure I was wearing that around. But at the end of the day, the Jets have missed the playoffs for 13 years. The fans are tired. The fans are not patient. I get it. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, whatever. But you know what? The Jets did, in my opinion, the Jets just mailed it in. They didn't go out. They didn't, how would I put this? They didn't go down swinging. It's not like they signed up Gardner Minshew in free agency.
Yeah, they didn't.
Bridgewater, or anything like that.
I think it was a slow tank for them. It was a slow tank. They knew that. Let's see. They were like, let's see if this Rodgers influence and Tutelage over the summer could have helped Zach Wilson, and they just went, like you said, too much in on that. Even if they signed
Oh shit!
Joshua Dobbs, would have been more interesting.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, hell, you should have brought Joe Flacco back because we're seeing what he's doing right now.
I would have traded for Jacoby Brissett at the deadline. Brissett was available.
Address that though for a minute. Joe Flacco, like he was on the roster.
He was. I mean, he hated the way that Joe Flacco carried himself around the Jets. It's like he hated playing for them. That he just wanted a paycheck.
Oh, okay.
To be fair.
Okay.
I would hate playing for the Jets too. Man. No disrespect, but yeah.
Right. But if he would have come back this year, he'd have to learn a new offense under Hackett. But let's be fair, the glory that Rodgers had with Hackett was actually with Matt LaFleur in that offense. Hackett wasn't doing anything. It was red zone, and that was it. The play calling was all LaFleur.
But then that goes into when we were saying clean house. So if they clean house, then like you said, do you think he would mix with Harbaugh?
It's tough because you can't really take everything spoken in public. You got to sometimes take things with a grain of salt. I know he's praised Harbaugh publicly, but again, you really don't know if he really likes him behind the scenes. It's the question, and this again, as I spoke,
plus the day in day out thing is tough. Like,
yeah,
one thing to say, oh, I like him from afar, or he's a cool guy from afar, but to work with a guy day to day, that's where the challenge really comes in.
Absolutely.
And I just don't see those two personal mesh.
And like, if you want to be, yeah, I agree with, I could somewhat agree with that, and I can understand why that would happen. But like at the end of the day, like if you're Aaron Rodgers, personally, like you're in your mind, forget all bias aside, forget being with Hack and all that. How could you sit here behind the scenes, right? You were injured the entire season. You had a lot of time to rehab and watched every day of this team's day-to-day operations. How are you not disgusted somewhat to the point like, we might have to change something up instead of bringing back everybody next year? Like he's gotta have that presence of mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He might, but he might not. But that's just my point.
here's the thing with Rodgers to me, and this kind of speaks to the Harbaugh thing as well and why it won't work. Harbaugh is a leader, and Rodgers is the type of guy who doesn't want to be led,
Right. Rogers
but
goes
wants
by his own book.
to be perceived as a leader. And it's like, dude, if you want to be a leader, lead. Don't.
No, Rogers wants to feel like he's the smartest cookie
He
in the whole
does. Yeah.
complex,
That
and he
dude's
doesn't want
arrogant.
anyone to and you know what? So is Harbaugh. Harbaugh is
Yeah,
arrogant too,
he's arrogant too.
and that's
So you got
what
two
now when I
arrogant.
say.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit gonna work.
But here's the thing: when I said mix and match, see, I'm thinking about Harbaugh back to his days in San Francisco, and I'm looking at his system. And do you think the type of system that he
Hell no.
would bring to that? Because now they have the two key pieces that I think would fit Harbaugh's system in Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. To be brutally honest with you, they really do. They really will fit well in his type of system because Harbaugh would like to run.
Quarterback. He likes an athletic quarterback. And
Yes,
has no athleticism.
and Aaron Rodgers is not there, so that's why it's like, now if you're
Aaron
going to
Rodgers
say
ain't athletic.
not at 40 years old,
Not
Not at 40.
not at 40. He was when he was younger.
I mean,
but
he ain't going. He ain't going.
No, but what I'm saying is, remember, who did he have in San Francisco as his quarterback?
Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Alex Smith, and they were more.
But
They're more.
Aaron Rodgers can be an Alex Smith. Don't get it twisted.
Nah.
Even
Not
at this
when-
age, I think he can.
He's coming off of
Bro.
an Achilles. See, that's the thing I'm getting at. The Achilles is going to be an issue.
I understand the issue with the Achilles, but look, he still can manipulate the pocket, coach.
Manipulating the pocket is different from being an athletic, getting out onto
not
the edge.
taking off. Yeah, he's not gonna run no RPO or nothing like that. Yeah, but
Alex
manipulating
Smith was that.
the pocket.
Alex
he can
Smith
do that.
it was at that time. Alex Smith was a very athletic type of a quarterback.
Absolutely.
And same thing with what you call it.
Okay.
Now, if you're saying based on what he's done so far at Michigan, I mean, what's we call him? JJ McCarthy is.
Here's the thing about Harbaugh, though. Like, look at all his stops: San Diego, Michigan, San Francisco. He's a culture setter. He's a dude who basically laid the ground.
He's Tibbs.
Oh,
He's like a Tom Thibodeau. He's gonna get you to a certain point, but then you need somebody else, I think, to get you over the top. I think that's what Harbaugh is.
I rate Harbaugh way more as a football coach than I do Tibbs as a basketball coach.
Yeah. See, remember Harbaugh got them to the Super Bowl. Tibbs ain't getting them to the championship.
I think he's that type of coach, though. I mean, you said it. He's a culture setter. You know
He
what I'm
is,
saying?
but
So
stylistically, I feel like his style still transcends to the modern game. With Tibbs, I look at his shit and I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? This shit don't work no more. This shit is outdated.
Yeah. That's why to me it's like, if you're going to go get Tibbs, I mean not Tibbs, if you're going to go get Harbaugh, I find it. Now, when you said Bruce Arians though, because that clicked in my head too. It was just like, oh, now that's he played with an elite quarterback, and he ain't afraid to tell him to, in a sense, shut the fuck up if you got to. Right. I mean, if you go tell that to Tom Brady, then Aaron Rodgers, look, bro, and he's gonna get you another championship. So, so it's like, I mean, I like that one, Luca. I really do like that one. So,
that's health pending for Arians, and then
yes.
Right, of course. And then the other half of the question is like, what coaches do us fans want? Do the coaches want the job? Which is an open-ended yes, no, maybe so. Who really wants them? And as I said earlier, I'm tired of the first-time coaches. I really am. You guys brought up. I brought up Harbaugh. You guys talking about culture setter. We need a culture changer.
Yeah, Giants do too.
Yeah. That is Harbaugh. That is Harbaugh. Now is I mean, I know he said he's going back, but I mean, I'm really wondering, is he going back? I'm really wondering, especially if they win the national championship.
Yeah, with the allegations and everything that's
I
been
think
happened, I think Michigan is going to really pay Harbaugh some bread to stay.
yeah, they'll pay
I
him, but
they
he's
yeah
got options. He'll have like 3 NFL options. San Diego could
yeah.
potentially be
But do
But
out.
you want it
see,
though? Do
here's
you
one
want it
thing.
though?
Here's one thing though.
He's gotta want
The
it.
difference. It's not even that. The NFL. Don't forget, the NFL is different from college. In college, the
Absolutely,
head coach is the CEO.
for
He
sure.
Right,
runs the whole thing.
right.
And to be honest with you, he almost to a point. He runs the university. He's
Hmm.
almost on the same part as the president of the university. So
Any NFL team he comes into, he's running the show. He's not going to be one of those you just hired. He's not going to take that job unless he's running the show at this point.
then right now there's two teams that I would say fit that model, maybe three. Then it might be the Chargers, the Patriots, the Jets will probably have to be at the bottom of that list.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
Oakland.
Raphael says if he wins the chip, he's out. He doesn't want to go back to all the rules in college. What's
Yeah,
your
he's
thoughts on
burnt
that?
out. Like he's burnt out with that shit at this point.
Hmm.
Yeah, some guys are college coaches like Shiano, and some guys are really for the NFL. I just say, now like you made a good point. Is he going to run the whole ship? So if I'm going to sit here and look at it, now the first one would be the Chargers.
Yeah, he
The
would
next,
got to pick the GM. Like, hey, he's
He
the
would be a fit for like the Panthers. I think the Panthers would give him everything he wanted. That
But they
dude.
tried that with Matt Rule already, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
That's
that dude,
failed.
that owner is a goofball, Luca.
That's
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
well,
I would,
for
I
sure.
would, if anything, at least Woody Johnson is going to bend over backwards for you. To me, I would put in comparison to the Panthers, I would put the Jets over the Panthers. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I mean, I
I
would,
think
but
he's
I
gonna
like
get the
to see
control that he
I like
wants with the Panthers,
Oakland.
though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like to see him at Oakland personally.
nah, I
Nah, I
want
want
that.
Antonio Pierce there,
I want
man.
I
AP
love
there.
Don't do AP like that, man.
I ain't got no
Yeah.
beef for AP. I ain't got no beef. I'm just saying from a fit standpoint, I think it could. I think it could be a nice fit. But I fuck with AP. I wouldn't mind seeing him get a chance.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
want my
again the
dog there.
questions go back. You guys mentioned Woody Johnson. Is he willing to pay a head coach? Because it's not that he doesn't pay head coaches. Harbaugh's going to be asking for like $10-15 million a year. Is Woody going to actually pull the blank check out of his pocket and say, you know
Mhm.
what,
Night Wells.
Good
we'll
night,
pay
my
you
brother.
$10-15 million a
Appreciate you,
year.
man. Shout out
Night
to
to Wales.
Wells.
But that's one thing, the paycheck. Another thing is Woody Johnson willing to conceive power, or more importantly, Joe Douglas? Because you guys talked about it. Harbaugh picking the GM. Harbaugh is going to want to shop for his own groceries, not so much Joe Douglas.
Yeah,
And
Absolutely.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would let him do it. Joe Douglas has proven zilch to me. Yes, he's gotten Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Sauce Gardner, all of that.
You
The
got you some
offense.
pieces though. You can't front.
No, I'm not going to. Those are good pieces. Those are good pieces. But at the end of the day, what's his record? It's
Right.
25 and 55. That's a 31% winning percentage.
He
I
missed
know
on the big one though. The
Zach Wilson. Yeah,
QBs, yeah. He
on
missed
his
one.
record.
Yeah,
That's on his record. And
Well,
go ahead.
when you said clean house, that's why I was saying Harbaugh. But if Douglas is going to be there, then yeah, what you're saying makes sense.
Oh
It
no,
doesn't
I
make.
know. I know. I'm saying if it was between Harbaugh and Douglas for the GM control, I'm picking Harbaugh.
I'm picking Harbaugh. Yeah.
all day long. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have a winner in 2 to 3 years because he's a leader of men and he gets dudes going.
Here's the simple problem with
Absolutely.
the Jets: the Lions and the Texans take 2 to 3 years to rebuild. The Jets, it takes 5 to 10 years.
Oh
Jets
wow.
are rebuilding.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
speaking of rebuilding, how about these New York Giants? So
Oh, you
um
missed it.
we gonna get into this New York Giants conversation here. To finish off the show.
Daniel Jones should be the starting quarterback right now.
Oh my god.
Giants fans in the building, man. Shout out to Coach Ed. Shout out to Lou. You know what I'm saying,
Can I
and
say
Coach
this
Dev, of
real
course,
quick?
and Luca,
For the
Raphael.
Giants segment, I'm
Appreciate
giving
y'all.
it back to my brother, but I appreciate talking with you all about the Jets and the Knicks in the past.
Man, you already know Luca,
Always,
man.
bro.
Anytime,
Appreciate
bro.
you. Always.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
I
what
was
you brought
honored to
today,
meet you
man.
guys. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying
it
in
was an honor
person,
meeting
man.
you guys.
You already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's how we get down, bro.
Oh,
Big Blue Crew, man. Shout out. But
yes,
See
sir.
let's
that's
get into
what's
this
so but
Giants.
that's what's so hype when you got twins like this. One and you got
That's
teams
fire,
like this.
yeah.
You
I'm like,
can one could talk one
He
team
like, all
and the other,
right, I ain't talking
yeah.
I
about the
was a-
fucking Giants. There you go.
I was confused.
I wish I could.
I was
I could do that. I wish I could be like,
Wait a minute.
look,
Raph,
hey,
you were
this the Jets
confused.
conversation. I'm gonna hand it off to my twin, and then when I come back, it's gonna be Giants.
Wait, Raph, you didn't know that they were twins?
I was very confused at all because I didn't have the idea, because I just saw in the live stream that say, "Hold on a minute, is there a brothers or twins?" And I figured it. I was like, "Holy snap! I didn't know about this at the first time." So I was like,
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, my mind was blowing out, but it's like because they are both great because they brought a lot of content right now. So I didn't know that
Absolutely.
I didn't know they had other twins right now. So I just, I mean, wow.
That's what's so great about them, man, because they touch everything. So and they're
Yeah, yeah,
phenomenal
yeah.
with it.
So to set
So
this
go
whole
ahead.
thing off, we're gonna get into it, man. You know, hot and heavy. Y'all hit that like button, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Heart of the City, man. We do this every Tuesday night, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. So I'm gonna ask one simple question to you guys. What's the biggest problem with the New York Giants right now? Just give me the biggest issue in your opinion. Remember, I'm Unpopular Opinion Sports. I'm not never gonna knock your opinion. I might disagree with it, but I ain't gonna knock it. And you always have a voice here. What's your biggest issue with the New York Giants
Ooh.
right now?
Hold a minute, hold a minute, hold a minute. We were just talking about hardball. ML football. Michigan head coach has had heavy discussions with the Los Angeles Chargers regarding their open head coaching position.
Yep, that was
Per Sportsnet.
It's good for it's good
Okay. Yeah, he want to be over there with Herbert, and yeah, I could see it. I could see the
Yeah.
match. That's all good. But coach,
But all right, go ahead.
go ahead, set it off.
Look, you know me. I always start one place, and I always start with the trenches. I mean, I know everyone. Others are going to say quarterback, and I get it, and I
I'm not
understand.
even gonna say that.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in
No,
general.
Let him go. Let him
don't
go. I'm gonna give you your space,
Yeah,
Dave. Yeah, I'm not.
yeah,
We
no, but
not gonna do that over here. We're
I
gonna be
now
respectful.
I'm going to say trenches, but there's an addendum to that. With the trenches, it's really the offensive line coach. That's really what the issue is right now. After sitting down, looking at Bobby
Bobby Skinner.
Johnson.
Bobby Skinner with what he just broke down in just the run game and showing
It's
the
awful.
footwork and so on and so forth. And this is coaching. This is not scheme or anything else. This is coaching. And that is where it starts right now with me because you need and I understand people are going to say quarterback and I understand why. But a quarterback can't truly function if the defense is literally in the quarterback's face within a second to a second and a half. Literally, there's no quarterback who's going to succeed. You can't run. Look at we have an elite running back, and kudos to the Saints. They did a masterful job in how they attacked the run game to shut it down.
Yeah, they
yeah.
did.
They did. They
Absolutely.
did a great job with how they attacked it, the movements, their linebacker level, the nickel back off the edge coming into the run in the run attack. And it's just like, when I saw that and I'm like looking and the footwork, you have four offensive linemen who are taking the right footwork and one who's not. You don't have guys who are working the double teams correctly. And this is in the run game. I'm not even going to get into the pass game. To me, the biggest issue is the trenches starting with the offensive line coach. Now, if you want to go to the quarterback, I understand, but I need the trenches to be fixed. You can't do shit. The offensive line also allows your defense to get the rest that it needs so it can be an effective and an efficient defense and go out there and play at an elite level. If the defense is always going out there after 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, come the end of the game, they're going to be tired, and they're going to get sick of it. So that right there, in terms of the whole thing, for me, starts with the trenches, starts with the offensive line first and foremost before I can go anywhere else. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
Big time facts. I'm gonna let Alex go. So give me your thoughts, Alex, and then we're gonna go to Coach Dave.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, quarterback, in my opinion, is definitely an issue, but I think I have a weird philosophy in terms of that, and I'm pretty sure at some point, and if we don't, it'll be another stream that we'll get into like that draft talk kind of debate stuff. Yeah, the offensive line kind of is like the top issue right now, and I've been pointing out since last year that Bobby Johnson hasn't been doing the right things because he said something. I think it was like after the Ravens game or before the Ravens game.
Shout out to
Evan
Brooklyn
Neal.
Tackles. Appreciate
He
you
had
coming
Evan
through,
Neal
bro.
doing vertical sets, and he was actually doing good. Like, it wasn't perfect, but he was improving. And then they went away from that for the rest of the season, and Evan Neal never got better. Like, he never, he never got better like Andrew Thomas did. And those are two different athletes. So you have that, and I said he basically said afterwards, yeah, we're going to put the scheme first, basically before the player. And I started pointing that out to people, but people weren't listening. So you come into this year, big expectations for Evan Neal. He hasn't hit those. Also the injuries, but he hasn't hit those. Azudu still doesn't know how to use his hands. McKeithen still doesn't know how to use his hands.
Right.
What's really weird to me is, and I get it, there's certain things that you can't control, but this is the most consistent offensive line we've seen on the field this season. These 5 guys, except Thomas is eliminated. I'll give a little bit of a pass to JMS, but they were terrible, Coach. They were terrible with the stunts. Terrible, awful. I didn't have to watch the 22 to watch the all 22 to see that. I'm like, dude, what's going on?
And you're talking about a veteran, Alex, and Pugh that couldn't pick up a veteran, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, they weren't picking up.
I think if I'm going to be honest here, I think he's been a little overrated by Giant fans. I think he's been a little overrated. I think he's a good veteran leader. I think
he's a backup. Yeah.
But he's like, at this stage, you're still going to need 3 new starters next year. My personal opinion. But you can't just sit here, in my personal opinion, and say, okay, the first round pick definitely has to be, an offensive lineman, because there's obviously number 1, there's other needs. Number 2, because
hold on, what'd you say? That the first round pick has to be an offensive lineman?
No, I said
it doesn't.
You can't say that because I know, and again, I don't want to really bring this up until everyone else wants to. But let's just say people will say, yeah, we can't draft a quarterback because the offensive line is bad. Well, put the offensive line in that same position. How are you going to sit here and develop offensive linemen if the coach doesn't get rid of the O-line coach? How is that going to develop? How can Azudu, all these different guys that we drafted in the later rounds, how are we going to sit here and make that argument? Might as well, in that case, might as well draft no offensive linemen at all, because the O-line coach excuse. Exactly. So that's really up to Dave's in the offseason to sit here and say, look, I'm the coach. He's my friend. I brought him over from Buffalo, but it's time we get a new face in here. Yep. And I've been saying it from the rooftops. You could check Twitter and all these different platforms. I've been saying it since 22. Get Mike Munchak in here. He ain't doing nothing.
That's a good one.
I know that Coach Ed's been talking about Pat Flaherty. He was actually with the Judge regime later at the end as an offensive assistant. But Munchak hasn't coached in years, since like 2020 with the Broncos. This summer, he was with the Rams as an intern. This dude probably wants to get back to coaching.
Yep.
And I would imagine, I don't know if his family's in Denver or they're in Pennsylvania. I happen to know his area of Pennsylvania very well. But you pay to get him in here. He is not just he's not a Super Bowl champion. Multiple-time Pro Bowler and a Hall of Famer. Imagine the amount of respect that dude will have in the room. And I said this as well, and I'm going to shut up. How many Pro Bowlers has Bobby Johnson produced?
None.
Yeah.
That's my case.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Good stuff, Alex. We're gonna go to Coach Dave, and then I'm gonna go to my bro Lou.
So the biggest issue with
let him
What's
rock.
my
Let him
astrology sign,
let him
coach?
rock, Lou. Let him rock.
Stop it. Look.
Let him rock, man.
the biggest issue with the Giants is culture, and
Okay.
it's the top. The thing that I found out in watching sports in all my years, all sports, you show me a bad team 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say it has too much sentimental value and too much attached to certain people and certain players within the organization. That goes to Daniel Jones, that goes to Bobby Johnson, that goes to all these people where it's like when a move needs to be made, people aren't making the move because they like the person. Trenches need to be fixed. Bobby Johnson has to be gone. We have to spend big money on that. Needs to be our biggest free agent acquisition. The right leader of men for that offensive line. Because as much as I despise Daniel Jones, do I think he's slightly better with a better line? Sure. Would I still want him at that point? Absolutely not. But it starts with the line. And we can't, it's taking us way too long to rebuild this line. And again, like I've said several
It
times,
is.
I don't think we're that far off. I think we're a couple of pieces off. I think instead of spending a free agency pick on a lineman, we need to, a draft pick, we need to go into free agent, get our coach, and go get 2 to 3 free agent
It's
starters
good, Mosley.
and
Appreciate you coming
draft a
through, brother.
lineman in the late rounds because, again, look at the great Green Bay's line that's been consistently good for years. You probably can't even find a first round on that motherfucker. You're not supposed to
Then they
have,
have what's my man's name? Bakhtiari or something.
yeah,
Like
but
that.
Mhm.
Bakhtiari.
Oh,
you're,
Fucking.
yeah, you're not supposed to like. It's not supposed to be like, okay, yeah, we got a line full of first rounders. Now we're good. It's not supposed to go like that. I think it's more coaching than it is actual talent. Because, like you said, nobody's getting better. I'm not willing to give up on Evan Neal yet because year 3 could be the thing. Like,
Yeah, I had to back
it's,
off
it,
that narrative too myself,
yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying? I
I
had to
think
back
it
off
takes
that.
longer. It takes longer
Fucking.
for offensive linemen to develop. It's not
Mhm.
more like people thought for a second Schmidt was like this plug-in piece and he could go. He's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but you see a lot of holes in his game
Yeah, he
still.
ain't
Now,
perfect. That's for
no,
sure.
far from perfect. But
I pointed
at,
that out. You know, I got a lot of heat for it too.
yeah, at the end of the day, would he look better if he had like some really good guards beside him? Absolutely. But the way our line is set up, we get to see everything pretty much in isolation because there's no cohesion. Everybody's working in isolation. So I don't know. Like I said, to your point, man, the trenches, but I think it starts with the culture. Like we got culture. Like the giant way is trash. Like that shit needs to burn down and get on. It's so they need to change the fucking uniforms and everything. Modernize the throwback. Do something.
Okay, that's respectable, man. I ain't gonna hold you on that one, Coach Dave, man. That's good analysis right there, man. Lou, what you got for us, man? If you there, man. What you think the biggest problem with the New York Giants is right now? The number one
Yoda.
issue.
Yoda Lou. Yoda Lou.
Forza
Right.
Italia.
So
Yeah.
I
And
just
then
I
we're
just
gonna
put
get to
my
you in a minute,
cigar
Rocky.
down.
Okay.
I just put my cigar down. I spit my rum. I sacrificed my chicken. I consorted with the spirits, and they told me what stars were lining up so that I can tell you who's what birth sign under what birthstone and
How long
what
you gonna keep going
Neptune
with
was
this?
in. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, we've had the same problem that we've had for the longest. It's not a culture thing. Well, no, excuse me. It is a culture thing, but more importantly, it's a coaching thing. Ever since we did Tom Coughlin dirty, we've had a rotation of coaches in here who did not live up to the title coach. The nepotism has to stop. Hiring people because they're your friend,
Yes.
hiring people because you coached with them
Yes.
somewhere else,
Y'all hit that
hiring
like button.
people
Because they
because you were
remind you of
buddies in
somebody.
college. You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
shit is crazy.
Yep.
Hire the best man for the job. If you
And,
don't know him, oh well. If you
and
know him
play
and
it.
you have good rapport, great. But hiring people because you know them has gotten us in a shithole.
Yep.
We need to hire the best man for the job, period. At player, at coaching, at scouting, at managerial levels, at every level. If you ain't qualified for the position, goodbye. I don't care how long I've known you. I don't care how long we went to college. If we from the same alma mater, we pledged to the same fraternity. I can give zero fucks. Can you do the job? That's all that matters.
Yeah, nah, bro. You
Luke,
you you hit it on the head.
to
Pause.
your,
Like Coach said, a thousand, a million%, bro. That is, and that's the thing that I've been talking about with this team. It's there is a level to this. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about this thing, we should be better based on the talent, based on where we have taken and where we have drafted players. We should be a much better team, but yet again, we're being held back by coaching. You know what I'm saying? We call these games every Sunday. Me, Lou, Pat,
but
Joel, Coach. We call these games every Sunday. We seeing the just the stupid stuff.
but NYG, that's why I say it's culture, because if you look at the organization, it's littered with nepotism across the board,
Absolutely.
from top to bottom. That's culture. Look at what's the Giant way? When I think of the Giant way, I think of, oh yeah, I want a motherfucker from Notre Dame. Yeah, I want a motherfucker from Boston College. Oh, even though we was held hostage by Eli's legacy for 3 years, y'all got a motherfucker who remind y'all of Eli because y'all got a relationship with David Cutcliffe. That's bullshit. And that's why I be on him so hard, because it's what I always says, it's what he represents. And I don't know why I can't understand it, because I feel like everybody is intelligent enough to understand and comprehend what I'm saying. But it's like, he represents nepotism. He represents the Giants way. He represents fucked up culture and all the shit we need to get away from. That's all. That's the root of my issue with him. He represents all of that to me. And I hope that makes more sense to y'all.
Absolutely. I want to welcome Leaf to the program. Shout out Leaf, man. I just want to check on you real quick, Leaf, man, because I know it's been a while since you've been on the show. How them Packers doing right now? How they feeling?
You know what? I figured that was I knew that was coming. And you know what? I'm gonna be quite honest.
Let him say hello.
Nah. I already See, y'all can get the laughs out, man. I knew that was coming.
No, I'm not.
No.
I said he didn't even let him say
That
hello.
was that was my fault because I
You
came
said you
on.
was coming for Giants fans, bro.
Yeah.
You said it, bro.
That was my fault. Yeah, I did say that. And unfortunately it backfired. I mean, Danny DeVino sent some Italians over to Jordan Love's house. Everybody seen that. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen in 2023. It seemed like some 1980 something stuff right there. But I mean, unfortunately, it did happen. Since then, we dropped the ball against the whatever's left of the New York Football Giants. We dropped the ball, and we've also dropped the ball against last week against Tampa Bay.
Yes, you did. What is going on with that team?
Youth. That's all I can really say. Youth and going back to Matt LaFleur, going back to his old ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not being balanced enough on offense, man. Like, listen, premiere the running game to basically save Jordan Love and to basically save the defense and give them enough time to give them enough time and energy to rest and everything,
I
man.
don't understand
That's
why
been
they
the
don't run the
problem.
football. I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't get that shit.
the thing is, we run the football, we
weird.
just don't run it consistently.
Right.
Because the thing, like, it's consistency with the run game. When you have an AJ Dillon, who's basically a 4-down back, not a 3-down back, a 4-down back. He's a 4-down back. He's literally a 4-down back. I ain't think I've ever say that. He's a 4-down back. He is somebody that can muscle his way through just about any situation. And then when you have speed like Taylor Jr. and you got Watson, guys like Watson and Dobbs, we run just about everybody when we want to. And then we go back to our old ways and say, oh, yo, it's just because of Jordan Love we win. No, it's not. Jordan Love is a young guy. He's great in the pocket. But the thing is, he's outside of the pocket, he gets rattled. Once the pocket start breaking down, he gets rattled. And that's one of the main keys, man. And once we start getting away from that balance in the running game, these is when the problems start to start. You know, this is where you start to give up 34 points to Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whatever you want to call it.
Hey man, y'all gave up the goods to Tommy DeVito too.
No,
Shout out to
that
my
was that. Nah,
shout
that was
out
a
to my
trap. That was a trap.
Italiano
That
fam.
was an old school bookie game. That's what that was, man. They sent some Italians to his house. Man, they got him right together, man.
You
That's what
said they
that was.
muscled him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to, yeah.
They
They
gave
strong armed
they
him
gave him an
down.
off. They gave him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you either throw this
That's
game or
what
you're
it
gonna be
was. That's what
swimming
it
with the
was, Coach.
fishes.
That's exactly what it was, Coach. They gave him off and he couldn't refuse, man. They sat him down, Goodfellas style, man. You know, and that was that.
He said, Ming, yeah, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
They ain't set up no pizza. They ain't set up no pasta, nothing, man. They just
You're
sat him
gonna
down and
throw
said,
this fucking
"Hey,
game because I got a guy who's got a guy
A
who
guy.
put some money on this thing here. So you're gonna throw this fucking game.
somebody called it. I think it was Buddy. I think it was yeah. I
You're
think you
gonna
had
do
called
the
it.
right fucking thing here, or we're gonna come and pay you a visit. You capiche?
That's what happened. That's exactly how the conversation
All right,
went.
Goomba. All right, Goomba. All right, all right, all right.
That's exactly how the conversation went, man. But
Oh,
the
man.
Packers is just about as roast beef, just as the Giants is, man.
Yeah, they
It
cook,
ain't no
man. I ain't
chance.
gonna hold you. They cook,
It ain't
man.
no chance, man. Anytime you blow the dope against those two teams, man, you cook.
All right,
That's
let's
all
go
it
to
is,
Rafi, man. What you got for us, Raphael? Our resident Raiders fan. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
All right, so I just wanted to tell you the biggest problem for the New York Giants is tackling. I mean, tackling has a problem for years. I mean, last year it seems they had some serious stride that we made,
Did
but
you say
now
cackling?
tackling.
Lou is a fool.
I can't.
Okay. So,
No, because there's a lot of cackling going on Twitter. I wasn't sure what he was saying.
okay, but tackling has been terrible, but it needs to repair a lot. I mean, they had a tackling problem since Shermer and then Josh. They want to practice on full pads to improve, and they're stuck in suspended admission because they can tackle because the team is never left its home after the high school. I mean, they have a problem for years. I mean, tackling is about all the angles, body positioning, targeting the right body to stop the opponent. Pause.
How you think the Raiders tackle? How you think they're tackling it? What's their tackling ability?
It's like 50-50. 50 good,
Yeah,
50 not good.
half-ass. All right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they have. Because they all keep going with that ball with no success. I mean, they're gonna need to improve it. I mean, they are playing well and they didn't tackle, but everything looks a lot worse after they're playing after the Dallas defense. And we're not talking about that. And they're trying to tackle James Conner in a short week, tackling Dewar and Caleb. I mean, they have an alarming everything problem, but they're gonna fix it to tackle before it's too late. Because for years,
you think the Raiders gonna take a quarterback in the draft? Because
Absolutely.
we talking football. Yeah, you can go
I
on
think
your
we're gonna draft
soliloquy,
a
man.
quarterback.
I'm gonna press you with some football questions, bro. So you on the panel?
Yeah, I think we gotta draft in a quarterback. It seems that we need to like Jaden Daniels for LCU or
You ain't getting Jaden
Marvin
Daniels.
Harris.
But what about Aiden? What about Aiden? You don't think
He's
they'll
our
continue-
backup. He's our backup because the reminder Jimmy Garoppolo is still benching. But I mean that if we got Aiden O'Connor as a starting quarterback for the next season, I will definitely sure because we need
They're
like
not
a
about to
backup
go
quarterback.
draft him when they still got Jimmy G under contract.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What
they
y'all
still
doing
had
over
Jimmy
there?
Garoppolo.
You know what I think? I think the NFL just need to cancel the rest of the season. That's all it is to it, man. Just get rid of it. Get rid of this, man. This has been a mid to shit show season all around. Like this season has been like
I ain't gonna
absolutely
lie.
horrendous.
It's been a bad season.
It's just been a bad season of football all around, man. I vote they just need to cancel it. Just get rid of it.
But go ahead, Ralph. What's your thoughts? You think they're gonna take a quarterback or not?
Yeah, we gotta
Raiders.
take another quarterback, and of course, we need a defense.
What quarterback you want to take? You say Jaden Daniels? I know a
Between
lot of
Jaden
Giants
Daniels,
fans want Jaden Daniels. What's your thoughts? You think the Raiders gonna take him?
Well, right now, where are the Raiders slotted? Right now, it's currently constructed. Right now.
We gonna have a football conversation, man. Hit that
yeah,
like
No,
button,
no, no.
man.
I'm saying
uh-huh.
to get to Jaden
Seven.
Daniels, what's
They're
there's seven. Okay, so
okay.
they're in position for him. Okay, no problem.
Absolutely, yeah. They in the top 10. You think
Yeah,
they're
he
gonna take
knows
a
how.
quarterback? In your unpopular opinion, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna do
Very
with that
unpopular.
first round draft pick? In your honest opinion, Raphael.
Oh, we got the first pick. I think. I
What do
think
you
we got to
need the
choose.
most?
Speak up,
Your
son.
team.
We need like the most like defense tackle and
Okay.
quarterback.
Okay.
That's are the
Okay.
two options: defense
Okay.
tackle and quarterback.
Defensive tackle. Coach Ed, who's the top defensive tackle in the draft in your opinion? Let's talk about it.
Which one call from Illinois? Wait a minute. I pull
Yeah,
up.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, no, I got you. 1 second. Let me pull up my site here.
That
I
dude
heard
be
coach.
like
He
he'll
said,
be
"What
in
you
the
call
second
it,
round.
damn it." Yeah, that coach said, "What you call it." That's all. That's all you need to know. Shit.
Hell.
Oh my god!
Well, you crazy.
Yeah.
You crazy. Wait, no, I'm pulling up now. I'm pulling up right now.
You ain't got no respect for y'all damn elders.
DTs. Shut up,
Oh,
damn it,
yeah.
phone. My phone needs to shut up. And what's his name? That level two. Wait a minute. What? Jerzon Newton.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
JER hyphen ZHAN. I hope I said it right.
Oh,
Your
But
Now
son
yeah,
is the
let's spin this
oh
thing. Let's spin this thing to the New York Giants now. Top pick. We picking what? What you say, Coach? 7th right now.
no,
no,
that's the Raiders. He said the Raiders are saying. I think we're what
with
We're
six,
six.
with
We're
six.
Six,
six.
because the
Okay,
strength of schedule.
so we went up a little bit. Okay, so we're picking 6 right now. All right. Top
Okay.
top picks on the board. You know what I'm saying? Say let's play hypothetical.
we'll
Drake
be picking
May
six.
gone. Caleb Williams
Here,
gone.
right now.
Marvin
Here you
Harrison
go.
Jr. gone.
Here you go. Here you go. I'm
what
gonna give you
Those 3
right
I think
now,
are
and
going 1, 2, and 3.
I'm looking at NFL Draft Buzz right now, and I'm going to give you the top
Okay.
6. Marvin Harrison number 1, Caleb Williams number 2, Joe Alt 3, Malik Neighbors 4, Drake May 5, Brock Bowers 6, Liatu Latel 7, Jaden Daniels 8. I'm only going to give you those top 8, and then this is just hypothetical. This is not written in stone. This is not my my how I have it right now. But that's I just gave you from NFL Draft Buzz. What they have is their top 8 overall
Okay.
positions.
So given that big board that Coach Ed just laid out to you guys, who you taking with that number 1 draft pick? Let's get into it, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Appreciate everybody for joining the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through in the chat, man. This is Heart of the City, man, where we talk about all New York City sports, all New York City area sports, man. And we are into the heart of it right now with the New York Giants, man. Fire conversation, man. Love everything everybody
Who's
bringing
in
to
what
the
slot? Who's
to
in
the
what
cup.
slot? Chicago is 1, Patriots are 2,
Cardinals
Arizona is
3,
3.
Commanders 4,
Okay.
5 is Bears, 6 is Giants, and 7 is Jets.
Okay.
Okay.
7 is Jets. I thought it was the Raiders.
nah.
No.
I thought so too, but I guess I'm wrong.
And if you
Okay.
want to throw the Jets
Uh,
pick out there too, feel free
All
because
right.
this is Heart of the City, so we could talk about the
Well,
Jets. We can
we
intermingle the conversation. Who's
the
who's your,
question.
who's your pick though?
Here you go. Here you go. NYG.
Go ahead, Lou. You got it.
okay.
Go ahead, bro. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm
Talk your
trying to
talk.
share my screen.
I don't have a share screen on there.
Why won't
Soon
they
as
let me share my damn screen anymore?
I don't
I
know,
think
bro.
I'll figure that out. For the Giants, my pick would be Jaden Daniels. For the Jets, it would be either or Olu Fashano, whichever lineman is there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I have no. I actually have
Um,
no argument with that, man.
it's either Daniels or Neighbors, whoever's available, because I have a feeling Daniels might be gone.
Okay.
Now we'll end up fourth, but not to cut you off, Coach. But if Washington and Chicago win this week and we lose, we're in the fourth slot. But
Who's Washington playing?
the Jets.
Nah, they ain't losing that game. They're not losing that game.
They not losing that
Where are
game.
they playing
Oh
at?
I mean, if
man.
Playing
It don't matter.
sorry,
They're not losing that game,
sorry,
coach. They're
Washington
not losing that game, coach. You forget about it.
if Washington
There's a done deal.
and the Bears win,
I'm sorry, coach. They're not losing that game.
who's not losing that game?
Washington.
Yeah, that's fine. I need them to win. That's what I'm saying. If Washington wins and the Bears win, the Giants will be in the fourth slot.
The Bears are playing who this weekend?
I
the
forgot who.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals. They Bears at home.
Ew.
Yep. Bears at home against the Cardinals.
Ooh, yeah. You know what?
That's
This might be the Giants'
Yeah.
lucky week.
Cardinals might sneak up though.
No, not
it's
in
not-
Chicago.
Look.
Not
Everybody
Chicago.
was surprised. Everybody was surprised when Carolina just won. So anything happens. So I until that final whistle blows,
Hey, coach, remind me where Carolina won and who they beat.
I don't care. I'm a Giants fan, and I'm saying we're beating the Eagles. So y'all see
Good
where
answer,
I'm
Coach.
going.
Good answer.
I don't care. I'm just saying Giants are winning this weekend. So
We're not, but go ahead.
we're gonna take care of them stinky ass. What do you say, stinky ass dirty birds?
Okay.
Y'all need to, bro. Like that, they ain't got no quarterback. That dude is a grocery store manager.
Oh,
Yo, talk about it, Leaf. That's spicy.
That dude ain't no quarterback.
Let's go.
Guys, I gotta do a little work before I go to bed.
What?
Talking to everybody, man.
all right,
All right,
All right,
Coach.
Coach Dave.
Oh man, y'all don't know
Good shit.
that dude is a grocery store manager. Come on, man. Ritter.
Talk about it, Leaf.
Come on,
That's
man.
why I
They
fuss with
blew
Leaf, bro.
they done blew the last two games and they had it in the bag. They had the last two games in the bag. They had the division in the bag. And what happened? Come on, man. Come on, man. That team need a quarterback. They need a quarterback bad. They need to go after Justin Fields, call it a day. Might as well.
Who are you talking about?
He's
the
talking about
Falcons.
the Eagles.
I'm not talking about the Falcons.
You talking about the Eagles. Oh,
Yes.
my
About the
bad, my
Eagles.
bad,
Oh,
my
you're not
bad,
talking
my
about the
bad, my
Eagles? I
bad.
thought you
Wrong
were
team,
talking
about
wrong
the
team. I thought you were talking about the Falcons. Because you said the Dirty Birds. Nah, you said the Dirty Birds. That's why I was like, all right.
I said
that's why I
those
was like,
dirty,
yo, you
stinky
going
birds.
in, son.
I said
Dirty,
dirty,
stinky
stinky
birds. My
birds.
bad, my
Yeah.
bad, my bad. Let me correct myself. The Philadelphia Eagles have somehow been reduced into the 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a major meltdown. They have lost the last 3 weeks convincingly, and I don't see them getting back on track. This team went from pretty much the class of the NFC to the dump fire of the NFC to one of them, like all in a matter of 4 weeks. This is just bad, man. Listen, I hope y'all do beat them. I actually hope y'all do because they deserve it. They've been
need the Giants to win one more game this
they've
season.
been they've been
this is the
screwing,
game.
they've been screwing
Beat the
around
fucking Eagles.
all
I'm
year
sick of
long.
these dudes. I'm sick of them.
They have been screwing around all year long. Their secondary is terrible. Their defense has been reduced. Like the Hurts can't stop turning the ball over. This team is just not destined for no NFC Championship crown or NFC Championship game at all. I'll be shocked that they win a playoff game.
I have to switch back to Chrome and share my screen. Mozilla won't let me do it for some reason.
So I actually hope the Giants do
you
win
good,
that
bro.
game, bro. And that's tough for me.
Nah.
Well, look,
Coach,
let me tell you.
what's your number one pick right now? If you're picking for the Giants,
And I can't trade back, right?
we're not trading in this scenario.
Right.
I'm gonna do one
It's
more
either
thing,
Daniel.
and
It's
then
either
we're gonna go to
Daniels or
Coach's
Neighbors.
Corner.
It's either Daniels or Neighbors. Right now, I'm probably going to say Neighbors.
Okay.
You get that pick, you stuck with it, coach. That's it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go neighbors first.
And he's turning the card in.
Yeah, I'll go neighbors. I'll go neighbors because if they're both there, I'm going neighbors.
Mm,
You get that pick, that's it, coach. You stuck with it. You just got to
Yeah,
make it work.
no. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Personally speaking, though, but just for clarity and everybody understand, I'm looking for the Giants to trade back if they can
Mm,
to get assets and possibly get a future first round draft pick.
I agree.
mm,
I agree.
All right, all right. I'm
All
with it.
right, Alex.
I wouldn't oppose a trade back, but I'm going to have to go Jaden Daniels here.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the
everybody's
Heisman winner.
Okay. Um, Leaf, Rafi, not Giants fans, but Rafi, for your Raiders, you said defensive tackle, right?
yep.
Leaf, what would be the first round draft pick for your Packers, man?
I
What y'all
don't
need?
know and I don't care. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I don't give a damn what we get at this point. I think the team is fine, bro. Like, it's just damn play calling, man. We could get anybody we want.
Really?
We could get anybody, bro. I don't give a damn. You want a wide receiver, get a wide receiver. You want a back, get a back. We probably gonna choose some white guy, man, from Iowa or some one of them middle of the country colleges or whatever, man. Like how we always do. So I like realistically, I don't know and I don't give a damn.
What
Our
about your
team
run
is set.
defense? What about your run defense?
Run defense,
Run
that you
defense
know
is
what the run
bad.
defense, yeah, the run defense could definitely use some work. So
The defense is bad, period. Like,
I mean, yeah. This is one of
gave
the
up
reasons.
20 some chains to Tommy DeVito.
Yeah,
So what we talking about?
that's not
Well,
good.
Joe
That's
Barry
not
also sucks. So
good. Exactly.
if we're gonna look at
Quay
here we
Walker,
go.
Quay Walker makes too many key mistakes.
Taj,
He makes too many
what's up, bro?
he makes too many key mistakes, man. So if we could get some type of run stopper, man, it'll be fine with me, man. I don't have nobody name in mind, but get some type of run stopper.
Yeah. We ain't asking you to name the players. It's just what you need for the team. That's cool.
Well, I
Good
got a
shit,
mock
bro.
draft simulator up right now, which is why I've been trying to share the screen this whole time.
Okay.
But
Well,
right
if you
now,
can share it, bro,
All right, what
let's
you got,
do
Lou?
it. Let's do it.
right now, at 6, Harrison is off the board. Brock Bowers is off the board. Malik Neighbors is off the board. Joe Alt is off the board.
Damn.
The quarterbacks aren't gone.
The quarterbacks that are remaining are Drake May, Caleb Williams,
Wow.
Jaden Daniels, number 8.
What kind of mock draft?
What simulator are you using?
NFL mock
That's
draft
what I want to know.
database simulator.
Oh, you're using the NFL mock draft.
dog.
Okay.
PFF or PFN would be a little bit more accurate, in my opinion. It's like
I usually use PFN
Yeah, I got access to both.
because PFN will let you trade back.
No, Lou. What it is
They should be fake too. Watch this. They should be just as fake. Watch.
If you could share it, bro.
I have to go back to using Google Chrome. I started using Mozilla Firefox, and they be blocking everything.
Hey, Lou, share it in the private chat. Share it in the private chat.
How the hell do you do that?
Yeah, just share the link. Yeah,
Just share the link, and
copy
I
and
could
paste
share
the
it
link.
on
Yeah.
my. I could share it myself.
If y'all want, I can pull up PFF right now.
I didn't know that. Hold on, I'm copying it.
PFF, you could only do
Yeah.
the first 3 rounds. I
Lou,
think.
No, I
is there
actually
any
can
way
do
that
all
you could, Lou? Is there any way that you could reboot that shit, bro? Like, like a lot of them picks seem like they was like kind of rabbit out the hat type. I don't
Coach, you
know.
pay for PFF?
I got it for the whole year.
Yeah, if you got
A
it,
better man
coach,
than
go
I am.
ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Now my question is, do you want me to select the Giants, the Packers, the Jets, and the Raiders?
Let's
Yeah,
do
why
it.
not?
Y'all up for a little mock draft here?
Yeah,
Let's
I
go,
might as well
fellas.
see how. I might as well see how this
All right,
shit's
let's
gonna
do
go.
I
it.
give a damn about them other teams. Just one Green Bay fan in here, one Raiders fan.
Come on.
Stop it, Lou.
Lou, come on, bro. Lou, you won the game. Come on.
This is a democracy, sir. It is 4-2. You are outvoted.
Lou, this is my damn show.
I know, Lou. I ain't mad at you, but I mean,
Smear shit on the walls.
I mean, but Lou, I just want to see how bad we really stink at drafting. That's why. But I don't mind it. I want to see how much we stink.
Let's go.
You got
Coach
it?
got it. Coach got it.
By the way, if anyone needs all 22, let me know.
Yeah, I got
How did you
NFL. Yeah, I
just
got
switch
that.
from that to that? How did you just switch from the screen that was showing to the one you're showing now?
This?
He
Yeah.
shared it. Yeah.
I'm shared and I'm up at the top. And I just
That's
whatever.
it. If you
Like
share
I can
it,
go right
I
here.
hit the button and it'll pop up.
Man,
Pause.
my stupid.
And if I go here,
Hold
I
up.
can go here.
This
I
is
can
some
go here.
bullshit. Okay.
Yeah,
By the
I'm
way-
on my phone because I
I
shouldn't
know how to
share.
share it now. That's
By the way,
bullshit.
I meant college 22.
Oh yeah.
You
yeah,
got
yeah,
college
yeah.
22?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
holla at me.
definitely gonna talk. Yeah, we
holla
definitely
at
gotta
me.
talk.
Yeah.
Are we doing positional values? I'm not doing randomness, leaving it right here. I'm only doing one round
Yeah, just do the
into
first
the
round.
draft. I'm not doing no trades.
We gonna
So
Yeah,
pick.
none of that nonsense.
and I'm starting the draft right now. So Chicago's on the board, 1, 2, 3, and the
Okay.
Giants are the first one up. And
So
as the Giants,
who went? Who went? Go scroll up.
here you go.
Okay,
Caleb Williams, Drake May, Harrison, Bowers, Neighbors.
Oh my god, damn.
Same shit except May and Caleb
Yeah.
was still there.
Yeah, but
And
those are-
now, here we go. We have these draft.
Go get me
I
Yeah.
would entertain a Dunze. I would
Fashanu.
definitely look at that.
Can
I
I,
would look
can I,
at Chop Robinson.
I have a request?
Fashanu.
Yeah. All right.
I just see, and I know we're not doing 2 rounds, we're doing 1. Where is Jaden Daniels ranked?
That's a good question.
on this joint is low.
That's
Mid round.
Number
that's
20.
What I thought.
He's 20th.
For this sake, and I'm going offensive tackle here.
No,
I'm
I
going
want to see
edge.
something.
Me?
I want to
You
see
with me?
something.
I said Fashanu off gate. You with me?
I'm going
Right now.
edge.
Alex.
I disagree.
I'm going edge.
I'm going edge.
I'm going inside.
Ooh.
Wait. Coach
I'm
is
not
looking
doing
for a
it.
trade back?
Yeah, I just right here. Look,
Honestly,
Oh,
maybe Buffalo. My opinion.
you look at Buffalo.
I would. Yeah, I
I'm
would trade
entertaining
back with that
Buffalo.
pick.
If there's a DT available, bro, let me know.
If I'm giving up number 6 for the Giants, I hate when my fingers do that.
Pause.
Okay,
18.
this is the first thing I do usually, and it's telling. Oh shit! This is telling me this trade will likely be accepted.
I would probably throw in a mid or late round pick, maybe 2. And if you want, and I know this is not realistic,
Go
but
fourth round. See if they
but
take.
you could also
see if they take a
force the
fourth
trade
rounder.
if you
Yeah,
want.
something like that.
I'm not forcing. Yeah, I know I could force it. Right now, this is 84%. If I with these 4 picks for the number 6 pick.
That's some good stock.
I'm doing it.
This is
And
better than the
guess
Bears
what?
trade.
Guess what? Let me see. Let me see how greedy I. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, yeah, they ain't buying that shit.
That's 52%.
Jesus, who the hell? do
I
you
would go
want?
fourth rounder
Because
Yeah,
if you look at the draft the values, I understand why.
Yep.
This is
I know what
actually
you're
going to
talking
be. So right now, I could sit here and force this. If y'all want, I mean, I could offer. We can go with this if you
I'm
want to do
down.
a trade.
I'm down.
I would do it.
I'm trading back.
I would do it. Absolutely.
Done.
Thank you. And then the Jets are up next.
So wait a minute. Let me
Jets,
resume,
yeah.
Jeff.
6 to 18.
But we picked up a first round in the next year, and we picked up 2 additional picks this
buddy.
year, and a 4th rounder next year.
Sweet.
Now the Jets are on the clock, and right now,
And we can still
Fashanu-
get Penix at 18 probably.
Or
Daniels or
Or
Penix.
Daniels if he's available.
Next up will be
Fashanu.
Green Bay.
Okay.
Daniels will be there at
Green
18.
Bay, what you doing,
Tackle.
Green Bay?
I doubt Daniels will be there at 18, but Penix probably will.
Give me somebody on that D line, man. Whoever.
Yes.
You want
Newton.
Newton or you want Chop Robinson?
Chop Robinson is the edge, and Newton's inside.
I would probably
Let
take.
me get
defensive line.
Newton, bro. I need Newton. I need an inside guy.
Yeah, I would probably. His teammate actually is actually going to be at the Senior Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
All
Keith
right, Mr.
Randolph.
Raiders, you up?
Raiders.
Uh-huh.
Who you taking?
I
You
will
got an edge. You
take
got two edge. You got three edges
You
and a
got Kool
corner.
Aid.
uh-huh.
And you got
For the
depending on what you
edge,
do.
I
You
will
want edge? Do
take
you want cornerback? Do you want a tackle?
okay, I will choose edge. And I'm gonna choose Jared Burris for the Florida State.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
good one.
All right. All right,
And the
Rafi.
Giants are
I
going
hear
to be
you.
up now. And
Jaden
guess what?
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels is sitting right
Jaden
there. Cooper
Daniels.
Jean. You got an edge also.
Yes.
But is it Jaden Daniels?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is available?
Chaliese Fuaga, the tight end at the tackle out of
That's a
Oregon.
tackle.
Yeah, I'm not taking a tackle.
I
You got the edge, Braylon Trice,
Go down a little
and
bit, Coach. Brian Thomas
Brian
is
Thomas.
intriguing.
But that's 24. That's moving down. Are you moving down 6 spots?
Yeah, I take Daniels at this point. I agree. Let's get it. Let's go.
All right, it's going to close out everything else.
all right. Let's see what grades we get.
Where's the Giants? Oh, no.
Right there in the next row, 18.
Yeah,
It doesn't
there
grade
is.
us.
Why isn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Right there. 18. Right there. Right. Devontae.
No, we're looking for the grades.
See if it says full results. Maybe try that. I guess
Full results. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not giving us the grades.
that's
It
stupid.
normally gives you the grades.
That's stupid.
Go back.
Well, I think we did good.
Yeah, that trade
No.
down was fire.
Another dude that's going to be at the Senior Bowl, Graham Barton.
Player grades.
No, that's just the regular grades.
Oh, go. Yeah, go
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got.
So what? Do it again?
You got to go back. Yeah.
Well,
No,
I don't think it saved our mock draft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then it's done.
Yeah.
it's done.
It didn't
But
save.
I thought we did good.
I think it was good. I think it was a good thing. Trading back is actually probably the best scenario. In that scenario right there,
Let me
because
see some NYG. Let me see if I figured out how to share it watching him do this.
okay, he has to stop sharing before you do that.
Just want to see something. I'm trying to hit the wrong spot. Damn it. I was trying to look at the edge. Okay. I'll be second done in a second, Will.
No, you fine.
Defensive. Oh yeah. Chop Robinson, Trice, Verse.
This is why I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see,
It
gives you
more detail,
height, weight,
yeah.
it gives you more detailed sacks, all of this. Tells you where they're from in high school. And you can even go down even more. It gives you more breakdowns, potential. It rates
Metrics.
where their metrics, where their height, whether they're good, bad.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
This is why I usually go here. I use them all just to get a general idea.
Mhm.
And then, if you scroll down, this gives you their bio, and it gives you their
Strengths,
scout and
weaknesses.
strengths and weaknesses. So,
And,
it gives you a little. Wait, what am I missing?
And it also sometimes they'll actually give you a player comp too. I don't know if they have one for Chop, but sometimes they'll give you a player comp.
Let me see if I can use my comments.
But I use Draft Buzz, I use Draft Network, and I
Draft
also
Buzz.
use Football Network.
Okay. All right. So there you go, Lou.
All right, you got it, Lou.
It's up.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because it wouldn't let me do it before. So now. All right. Now I know. They just switched it up on me the way I do it on Mozilla as opposed to the way I used to do it on Google Chrome.
Oh, nah, you good. You good money, man. Appreciate
That
each
but
and every
y'all
one of y'all
see.
coming through. We're gonna get into
Okay.
Coach's Corner here in a minute. But
Okay.
final thoughts, man, on this mock draft here, situation here, man. Like honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I like Jaden Daniels on
Pause.
pause, but to contrary belief that we don't like quarterbacks over here with the Big Blue Crew. I'm a Jaden Daniels fan,
No,
so
yeah, we hate quarterbacks. We think that we can win a football game without a quarterback.
that's what
We're
people
crazy.
think. But whatever. Anyway, I do want to improve this line though. See, what we got to do before we start doing these mock drafts and these draft simulators is we got to go through free agency. So the next thing that I'm gonna do with you guys is we're gonna look at some free agents on the next Heart of the City, or I might do this on Giants Conversation, but definitely we're gonna do this on Heart of the City. We're gonna look at some free agents, and then we're gonna work through trying to rebuild this Giants team. And I want this to be interactive to everybody that's on the show or in the chat. So we're gonna work through rebuilding this team, but it has to start with free agency. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can get a Brian Burns, if you can get a Danielle Hunter, if you can get somebody in free agency that can supplement what you're trying to do in the draft, now I'm totally comfortable with drafting Jaden Daniels. But if you're gonna run it back with Evan Neal and Justin Pugh and these guys, you're fucked. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're fucked.
Giants will have about 36 mil as of spot track, but that's before they cut a guy like Mark Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can cut
Yeah.
Glowinski, you can cut Slayton, I think. I think
Slayton
you
is a 1 year. Wait,
No, Slayton was a 3 year.
he was a 3 year?
I
yeah,
thought he was a
yeah.
3 year.
I think they signed
But
him to
I think they
a
signed him
multi-year
3 year, two
contract.
years.
Yeah.
2 years, I think,
He's on the
were.
roster. He's on the roster next year.
I thought he was. I thought he was for
2 year
years.
extension.
Yeah, I know he's on the
Yeah.
roster next year. Yep. But you can get him out of there if you want to cut him. Like you said, Glowinski, and I think is one more person you can cut. Adoree, I know, is off the books. Leonard Williams is off the books. So
Yeah,
Can't-
Dory has the whatchamacallits,
The
um
void years?
the void years, so that doesn't count.
yeah,
Shep
you
is
cut
off the
him.
books next year.
Yep, Shep is off the books.
Um,
You could cut Aaron Robinson for cheap.
Yep, you can get him out of there. He don't play.
If you want to go ahead and there's one player. I know Pat wasn't a fan of this, and it'd still be like thinning down Aziz.
Listen, man can't stay healthy, man.
Yeah,
but you can use Aziz if you draft the edge, you can use him to
I
set
wouldn't be
someone to come
mad if
off the
he's
bench.
gone or if he's here. That's where I'm at. I wouldn't be. I
Or
wouldn't
how
be mad
much
either way.
money? How if you cut him, how much money are you saving?
Let
Well, I
me
mean,
get that.
he's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if
If
he's
you
here. I
were
wouldn't be mad if
to,
he's gone.
it's technically it's not much. It's only 1.5 mil.
Mm,
For 1.5,
you better
you might as well keep him on the roster.
keep him. Yeah, you might as well keep him. And if you
Just-
can get an edge
But
that
you
you can
need
use
to,
to start,
you definitely need to get another edge. I'm totally saying that.
we're not
running
rolling
the
with him to
season
start. No,
with him, yeah, and
and no Boogie Basham and
yeah,
Hottie.
Hot Wards, get these guys out.
Yeah,
of here, man.
no. Hottie I will bring back only as
I'm not
only
bringing Hottie back.
no.
Coach.
Hottie I bring back as long as we feel over him.
No Paris Campbell, no Jihad
Because
Ward.
Hottie gives you versatility because he can also go inside and pass rush
No,
in
I'm sorry.
situations.
You keep Jihad Ward over O'Shane Zimenez. I know that.
Yeah,
much.
that's what I'm saying. That I'm saying, but what I'm
Jimenez is no
saying
longer
is,
on the team.
O'Shane Zimenez is not. He's not.
oh, he's gone. That's right. That's right. You're
He's
right.
done,
What
yeah,
I'm saying
so-
about Jihad is someone you just bring in first and foremost, fill a starting edge position, and then you keep Aziz and you use him as a fourth edge. That's where I say okay. And if the price is right.
Okay.
If the price is right, and because then you don't need a Boogie Basham. I mean, we just threw away a 7th round draft pick, but you might as well. I'd rather Hottie
I'm
because he
done with
fits Wink's system.
Boogie bashing.
Yeah.
Like,
I
who is
mean,
this guy, dude?
He
I mean,
can't.
like,
He ain't got no bash in him.
I get coach's point. I do, because it's a good point. Like he can play inside and be like a decoy, but at the same time, I kind of would rather, and not that like they're gonna play some excellent football. I'd rather play DJ Davison and Jordan Riley because I know Ashawn, he may or may not be on the books next year. I know Nacho is for another 2 years, which is interesting. I mean, I would rather give those guys the playing time personally, because I think Riley's shown more than Davidson, but you need to get those guys playing time essentially.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't. I was just looking at it as a rotational fourth
Yeah, of course.
end to have, and then on strictly on pass rushing situations because Davison and Riley are more the run stoppers, especially Riley. Davison, you can probably put him in at the one tech in a pass rushing situation if it's third and long, and then Jihad, you can play him at the three tech, so that gives you a little bit more athleticism than those two. But you still have Nacho. I mean, Nacho was definitely not a pass rusher.
No, of course not.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
think
gosh, Clay and Steph is killing it.
Yeah.
I think you still got to
Sorry.
draft an interior defensive lineman because I
Yeah,
just looked
true.
at Ashawn Robinson he's not on the books next year. He's got those
No.
void years. So you got 4 defensive linemen, 3 run stuffers. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. You need somebody in there, and obviously Ward is flexible and he's versatile, but at the same time he doesn't like have any production on the inside. It's mostly just through stunts.
Yeah. True. So
And that's another thing. We always get killed with stunts. Can we use that against the other goddamn team?
we don't.
Where the fuck is our stunts at?
The last time the Giants killed somebody with a stunt was the first time against Washington when Leonard Williams got a sack.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Alex.
we
Where the
do.
fuck can we use
See,
stunts?
Wink is more.
We don't stunt. We keep it funky. You know what I'm saying?
Wink is
show you how to
more
stunt.
of the blitz. Wink is more into the
I'ma
blitz
teach
though.
you how to
That's why
stunt.
he wants to blitz more than as opposed to run stunts with your defensive line.
We keep it funky like a junkie's pajamas. You heard?
Ooh, good steal.
So, Coach,
Yeah.
we're gonna get into Coach's Corner. I want to thank everybody for joining the show. This part of the segment of the show is dedicated to Coach. He's gonna give you all the rundown of all the college sports, everything you need to know about college
It's
sports
dedicated to
regarding
him?
the N-Week and the NFC.
You said it's dedicated to Coach.
Yeah, this part of the
He's saying this is my time. It's
this
dedicated.
is his
signature
segment. Yeah,
It's his
this is
signature segment.
this is
I'm
his
sorry.
segment.
I had some mannequin earlier. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
But before
Put
Coach's
it down.
before Coach
Go
goes
ahead,
in his coach's
Alex.
corner,
Absolutely.
I just want to say I'm gonna head off for the night. It's fun
Absolutely.
talking with you fellas as always.
Been a blast, Alex. Thank you.
You already know what
But,
it is,
we'll
man. Go Yankees. Go Giants.
And again, if you need college film, let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk, Alex. We definitely gonna talk.
Yeah.
Yo,
Peace,
you
guys.
coming, right? Detroit?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Let me know.
Because
No bullshit.
Let me know.
No bullshit.
there's a few things. Just real quickly, there's a few things. There's the Senior Bowl trip. I might be going somewhere in May, so I'm going to see where my money situation is. I'll give you guys a definite answer.
I got a really good deal.
No
but hit me
Airbnb.
up.
It's a better price
Yeah,
this time.
it's-
Hotels, it's legit.
It's legit. Trust me.
All right. Later, guys.
All right.
Later.
Have a good one.
Rafi, what you got?
Oh man, I just wanted to say salute, and I just wanted to say good night, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of us, and of course, even know that these are the 3 amazing content creators coming in for New Year sports: Knicks, Nets, Giants, Jets, all around for the New Year sports. Even that Raider fan over here, because right now it's
Your
just
Las
like.
Vegas guy right there. He got all your Vegas needs.
But I gotta,
Rated content.
yeah, but I gotta tell you this something. I mean, that year 2023 was like a roller coaster, but I will say this. My main goal for the next year, I'll go to the NFL draft in Detroit. I will try to
Let's
save money to
go.
go to
Let's
Detroit
go.
and just certain information because I'm just letting you know what I'm traveling and what I'm doing
Well,
in April.
you don't
So
discuss that on the air. You wait till we end the live stream. If you're really trying to go, just hop
No,
okay,
in
I got you.
at
I
the end of the
got you,
stream
man.
and
You.
yeah.
He got my Twitter. Just hit me
Okay.
up on Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you,
big.
bro.
Yeah. Don't put no
Yeah, if
information
you if
over the
you if you
internet
want
like
to
that.
go,
Okay,
man, I
out of
got you, man.
okay. So I just wanted
Trust
to
me.
say it up.
And it's cheap.
Salute to
It's
everybody.
it's not that much money, honestly.
All
No,
right,
it's not.
so
We get good prices, man. He's a great sales travel
okay, I'll
agent.
check
Shit,
that out.
mannequin.
I'll
Damn.
check. I'll check that out. Okay, I'll check that out. So, anyways, much love, respect from El Capitan Rafael. Much love, NYG, Coach Ed, and of course Lou. I got one more thing to you. Forza Italia. Yeah, I'm just learning about Italian because even though that one of my grandfathers, well, my old grandfathers, he was born in Italian. So I
Oh,
got
so you
my
part Italian? I knew you was
yep, yep. It is.
Who
It
knew?
is. So I just wanted to tell you, have a great one, have a good night. And I just wanted to say in Spanish, Feliz Navidad y próspero año nuevo para todos. Have a
All
good one,
right.
sir.
Merry Christmas to
All
you as well,
right.
bro.
Merry Christmas.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. It's been a fire show, man. It's been dope, man. We're gonna get into Coach's Corner, man. Then we're gonna wrap this thing up.
I'm gonna be quiet and listen.
Yeah, I know Coach got some fire, so let's get into it. Let me find the dang on. All right.
All right, NYG, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Welcome to another Coach's Corner. Everyone, I'm going to go through, some good stuff. Going to go through touch a little bit of Syracuse, Rutgers, but I'm also going to start with the New York Liberty. A couple of things that's been going on. I'm going to give you the roundup with the what's known as Liberty Abroad, and what that means is a lot of the ladies, when their season ends here in the United States, they go overseas and play. So that's what some of them are doing. And I'm going to start up with Jonquel Jones. She's playing for Inter Magnolia in the WCDA, and currently they're at 20-1 because they got another 3 victories. John Quells did her thing in helping. She's includes 21 points on 60%, 3 of 5 from three, 8 boards, and a double double of 13 points and 13 rebounds earlier this week. So she's definitely doing her thing. Han Zhu, she had a pair of double doubles. She plays over in the Chinese league. This week she scored 19 points, 12 rebounds on 61.5% shooting, 8 for 13 from the field. She also scored 25 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists in a recent game. We also have Jocelyn Willoughby. On Wednesday, she posted her top performance in the WNBL, which is down in Australia. She had a team high 23 points on 64.2% shooting, 9 for 14, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And sexy Nayara Sabali. She secured another pair of wins this week with USK Praha, recording 14 points in both contests, including a near double double with 9 rebounds on 85.7%, 6 of 7 from the field on Sunday. And bringing up the rear is Steph Dawson. She helped lead Lion past undefeated Fenerbahce in an 89-81 EuroLeague upset on Wednesday after she recorded an efficient 13 points on 50% shooting. She was also 3 of 5 from deep, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, all in 20 minutes. So good luck with the ladies out there. Also today, the schedule was released. I'm sorry, yesterday. The New York Liberty schedule was released. So It's going to be very interesting with a lot of the games. I'm definitely looking for it. They start May the 18th, and they're going to go all the way until August. Now they do take a break because of the Olympics next year, so there's going to be a momentary break for a lot of the players who are going to be playing in the Olympics. So, but I'm excited because their schedule was released, so ready to start rocking with my New York Liberty. So next up, I'm going to go to Syracuse, and a lot going on with Syracuse, and there I'm going to start actually with the ladies. Where put the Syracuse ladies? Yeah, here we go. And actually, the Syracuse women are second in the ACC. They're 9-1 right now, and they just defeated Cornell on Monday, 78-71, which will put them at the 9-1. Now they do have a game on Thursday against St. Francis of PA. That'll be at home, but they're definitely doing well and position themselves for the long run as we get ready for the ACC tournament to begin. They begin their play on December 31st, so against Notre Dame. So kudos to the ladies there. The men, they're actually 8-3, ninth in the ACC though. But they're definitely doing their thing with this. So their schedule. Here it is. Okay. Now they just beat Oregon 83-63, and they actually have a game against NIA on the 21st at home. So that's another game, but they're definitely doing their thing. And then they start Big Ten. I'm sorry, ACC play on the 30th against Pitt. They host Pitt. So, and then after that, let me see. They play Duke. I'm sorry, North Carolina for you, NYG. They play at North Carolina on January 13th. So I know that'll be interesting for you with Syracuse coming down. But they're doing well there. Their team leading scorer is Judah Mintz at 19.9. He's also leading in assists at 3.6, field goal percentage at 45.3%. And rebounding is Jay Taylor, 6 per game, and steals M. Brown at 2.4 per game. So seems to be playing pretty well, especially with the changeover. And finally, we have the football team starting to do well. One of the things I wanted to touch on is they are doing very well in recruiting. They're doing well in targeting kids from Jersey. They're getting a lot of kids. One of the big thing that it just happened yesterday. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago. Kyle McCord, who was the starting quarterback at Ohio State University, he left Ohio State, and Syracuse now is the one that's going to sign him to play next year for Syracuse. So that's a big, big get for them. So kudos to Syracuse and Coach Fran Brown for getting that. They're getting ready for their commitment. I'm sorry, they're getting ready for their uh, bowl game on Thursday. They're going to be playing UCF. Actually, the starting quarterback Schrader is actually out because he just had surgery. So, but again, it's still expecting them to do well. And just as a little FYI, I'm going to be touching about that. Tomorrow is the early signing period in college football. So they're going to be signing a lot of their kids tomorrow. So they have one of their top recruits, the number 34 defensive end in the country. He's an ESPN 300. So if you make the 300, that's a good spot. And his name is King Joseph Edwards. So he's from Houston, Georgia, and played at Mill Creek High School. But they're also doing well within the tri-state, as they got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not counting Buffalo. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kids from either New York City or New Jersey. So that tells you how much they're really in recruiting New Jersey. And that's also because of Fran Brown. So he's doing a good job there. So definitely excited. Like I said, they have a total of 24 commits. So tomorrow I'm going to be checking out tomorrow morning. The kids can sign their letter of intent and then fax it in to their university. So that's definitely what I'll be watching tomorrow in the morning. So good job for Syracuse there. And now I'm going to be going over to Rutgers. I'm going to start with the lady Knights. Last week, Rutgers lost 2 games, so they're now 6-7. They lost to Princeton 66-55 and to Virginia Tech, who was actually a Final Four team last year, and they're currently ranked at number 16 in the country. But they lost to Virginia Tech last week. They're also dealing with quite a few injuries, as playing with now about an 8-man rotation, and they also lost one player for the year. But they're still a young team that's developing. Leading scorer still is Kayleen Schmeichel, 17.1 per game. Destiny Adams is number 2 at 12.3. So still work to be done, but still proud of the ladies. They're working their butts off. In terms of the men only played 1 game last week. They played on Saturday. They played LIU, Long Island University. They actually dominated that game, winning 83-61. Their overall record right now is 7-3. They're 0-1 in the Big Ten, though, so they do have a loss there. But again, with playing LIU, Cliff Omari was the leading scorer with 25 points. He's continuing to work on his offensive game. He continues to be still the true rim protector. One of the good moves that Coach Peichel has done is insert freshman Jamichael Davis into the starting lineup because his game fits. He's very feisty as an on-ball defender, but as a freshman, he's supremely confident, and he's a great leader, getting everyone in position and making sure that the team is fundamentally sound offensively and defensively. Now, this Saturday is their next game. It's a 12 o'clock tip-off. They're actually playing at the Rock, the Prudential Center in Newark. It's a neutral site game. They're playing Mississippi State. This game, whoever wins, this is actually from Ken Palm. This is ranking as a quad 1, which is a very good game to have on your record if you win. So if they win it, it'll be a big get for them. So also earlier tonight, before we did the show, I was actually watching the City of Palms High School tournament down in Florida. That's where a lot of the top high schools in the country are playing. Don Bosco Prep actually went up against McCurran in Maturin. I'm sorry, I think I said it wrong. In high school basketball, where Don Bosco Prep ended up winning 76-50. Now, the significance of that is Don Bosco Prep, their star player is Dylan Harper, the number 2 player in the country who's committed to Rutgers. And McCurran has Ace Bailey, the number 3 player who is signed to Rutgers. So this was a big game in Rutgers Nation because those are the 2 top players for the program next year, going head to head each other. Don Bosco out of Jersey won 76-50, but both players played a great game. Harper had 28 points and Bailey had 24 points. So this was a great win overall for Rutgers as a total. And
Now, what position do they play? Harper and Billy.
Harper is scheduled to be they're saying point guard, but he's a combo guard. He's like 6'5",
Okay. Okay.
and Bailey is more of a wing. He's 6'9". You can play him as a 3-4. Great
Okay.
range on his 3-point shot, so he
Okay.
can shoot from NBA range. So
Mm.
and
So
he
he's a stretch 4. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
he's definitely a good player. Does get a lot of block shots. So
Mm.
like I said, it's a good win. Coach Peichel, I think, was down there. I think they had said I didn't see him. So, but usually he's there. So, but again, that's a great get for and a great game because that's all the commentators were talking about. Good, this is a good pickup for Rutgers going forward. So, and now in terms of Rutgers football, a lot has been going on in terms of the foundational point of the football team. Right now, because a lot of teams you're seeing players hitting the portal. I mean, there are kids who have transferred out who have hit the portal. Most recently, it was Aaron Young. He was a running back for Rutgers. He was basically our third or fourth string running back but that's because he was coming back off an injury this year. So, but we all wish him well. We think he's going to do well. His brother's actually in the NFL right now. So, but Rutgers, for that matter, key players, they have 10 senior starters who are returning. And that's big because that speaks to the foundation. Kyle Monangai is one of them, and he spoke about that. They want to be here to help, change and bring things back for Rutgers. So the guys who are coming back are Kyle Monangai at running back, Christian Dremel at wide receiver, Holland Pierce at the left tackle, Brian Felter at left guard, on defense, you have Aaron Lewis at defensive end, Wes Bailey, another defensive end, Mo Torre, who's a linebacker but can also play defensive end, Tyreen Powell, who's a linebacker. His season ended because of injury, so that's why he's coming back. Robert Longerbeam, cornerback. He was the number 2 cornerback, played well for most of the season because Max Melton was hurt, and he kind of was the number 1 until Max started to get better. And then Flip Dixon was another one, safety, who just came back in. Also, they picked up from this weekend their first transfer
You
portal.
said Flip?
Flip Dixon, safety.
Okay.
Yeah, no, when you see Flip plays, Flip Dixon, he's about 6'3".
I wanted to say pause, but I don't pause, Coach. But yeah, I just had to confirm that. Flip
no,
Dixon.
yeah, his name is Flip Dixon. He's about 6'3". No, but I will tell you this much: if y'all saw him, you would love his play. Seriously, he's a physical type of a safety. Flies all over the place. Can cover. He can play down in the box. He can play up high as a free safety.
Is he more of a strong or a free safety?
More of a free safety. He's more of a free safety.
So he would be somebody we would target if we got rid of McKinney.
McKinney, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Now we also got our first. No, because he's still young. He's still developing. He actually transferred in last year from Minnesota. His ceiling, he would probably be about the same with McKinney coming in from Alabama. He just still has some things that he has to work on this year. If he makes an All Big Ten listing, then he could easily be a second round draft pick, second maybe a third rounder.
Okay.
So now we also got our first transfer portal player, Dymere Miller, wide receiver. He's transferring from Monmouth University, which is at the FCS or NC, the lower level under Rutgers. But Monmouth is here in New Jersey. So the thing about Dymere that really everyone loves is his speed. He actually was All-American at the FCS level. He was the number 1 wide receiver, led that level with 1,300 yards receiving, and I think he had 15 touchdowns or 13 touchdowns. But the kid I watched him against New Hampshire, and he had 300 yards in receiving yards. So it's a big get. They also had 3 other kids who were in transfers who were in to visit. One was quarterback Alan Caligmanis and his brother, wide receiver, tight end Dino Caligmanis. They're both played at Minnesota, but they're here to take a look at Rutgers because the OC recruited them. Our current OC, Kirk Shiraka, recruited them to Minnesota because Kirk was the OC over there. So they're thinking about coming over here. The other was offensive lineman Kevin Wedgington from Michigan State. He's actually a Jersey guy, so he's looking at Jersey right now, or looking at Rutgers and considering, because one of his statements that he said is that he's leaving Michigan State is because he misses his mother's cooking. So, the hope is that he definitely will consider Rutgers. I know he's taking another visit before he makes his decision. So
you missing them cutlets, huh?
Yeah. So, and like I said earlier, the team continues to prep for the bowl game. They're playing the University of Miami from Florida. Yes, they're playing them in the Pinstripe Bowl next week, December 28th at Yankee Stadium. So I'll be checking that out. And like I said, the early signing period is tomorrow, so recruits can sign their letter of intent. Rutgers right now, per 247, they have them ranked in the late 30s, early 40s in terms of their rankings. So that's a good look for Rutgers overall. So definitely excited about that. So I'll be be on the point with that tomorrow, checking out their signings, especially across the board. So, especially with the Big Ten, I'm definitely going to be looking at all the teams there, especially the new ones coming in. Just so excited, for Rutgers in reference to that. So, but that's it. That's what I have for Coach's Corner today. So, back to you, NYG.
Man, good shit, man. Coach, man, you always bring the fire, man, when when it comes to Coach's Corner, man. It's it's a what the hell did I do? Okay, there you
Mm-hmm.
are. But you always bring the fire, man, when it comes to Coach's Corner, man, and I appreciate it, man, because look, the thing about this world today is everyone wants to be right.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that I talk to with my bros in the back chats. Like, we live in this society where everyone wants to be right. You know what I'm saying? And when we can honestly look at ourselves and say, look, this brother knows more than me on this subject, I think that builds relationships. That builds continuity within, a group of people, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to front like coach, like I know more than coach on any type of topic as far as knowledge of a football game. You know what I mean? I'm always going to defer to him. You know what I'm saying? And whether you believe it or not, coach, as much knowledge as he has, he actually defers to me on some basketball shit. That's real shit. That's what you guys don't understand. This is how we work in the Big Blue Crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's real, bro. And that's why I love what we do. I love this podcast. I love our chat. And guys, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Go
Please.
to G
Don't forget
Nation
to watch it.
Inside Sports. That look, what Lou is doing over there with leather to the face is unmatched. I'm gonna tell you why it's unmatched, because you're not only gonna get knowledge of fighting, but you're going to get the Big Blue Crew swag, as they say. Like, you're gonna get all that funny shit. You're gonna get all that, like, yo, we cracking jokes, we doing this, we doing that. Like him, Wells, Pat, they give you all that. Joel, they give you all that. We come over here on Heart of the City, we gonna give you everything when it comes to New York sports. From front to back. Coach got you on the back end, pause. With the college shit. I'm gonna push you on the front end with the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB. So this is what we do. You know what I mean? But Coach Lou, take it away, man. Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them what you got going on.
Go ahead, Lou. You got it first, bro. He's not there. Okay. Well, you can find me on Twitter at Coach Ed Gladney. That's Ed with two D's. Um, YouTube is Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Um, got trying to set up possibly to. Well, I'm definitely going to be covering a couple of the bowl games. I'm just trying to really solidify. I might do the Syracuse game. Um, so just tap in to see me doing that. I just recently did a bowl game and I love it, and I'll be doing some more. So my brother may tap in with me with one of the games,
Absolutely.
especially with the playoffs. That's what we're looking at. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. Just and I'm well. I'll wait till that to announce that if it's definitely going to happen. I don't want to say anything as yet. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach, man. I appreciate you, bro. You already know what it is, man.
Hmm.
And we doing what we do, man. We moving things over here with the Big Blue Crew. But I want to give my man Lou, my brother, the floor. Go ahead, Lou. You got it, bro.
Shit, I just walked back. I got what?
Nah, hey, tell them where they can find you at, bro. We about to wrap it up.
G Nation Inside Sports on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok. I haven't posted on Instagram or TikTok in quite a minute, but yeah, it's G Nation Inside Sports on all 4 platforms. Also on Rumble.com, G Nation Inside Sports, and the Man Made Show.
That
Yeah.
Man Made Show fire. I ain't gonna front. Like if you into some real talk, go check out that Man Made Show.
I need to make more episodes. Matter of fact, next time we get together, we need to have some one-on-one interviews like we were supposed to have, but
Absolutely.
we were too busy watching people argue about Uno. So
That was funny.
Sexy.
Yo, Coach, you had to been there, Coach. Yo, hey, your brother Pat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different beast, bro. When it comes to competition, yo, his Uno game, bro. Yeah, that's something we gonna have to talk about in the back chat. That
shit was hilarious.
That dude is different.
And I got it all on film. He can't deny nothing.
Okay. We'll definitely talk
man,
about it.
No doubt, bro. You got it.
Yo, go
But
subscribe
definitely.
to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Subscribe to NYG22, Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. These guys do great work. Make sure you support them, man. Support the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. And I'm going to let you wrap up your own show, bro. Appreciate you having me. Great work, fellas.
Man,
and I'll see y'all
you
on the next
you already
stream
know.
tomorrow.
You already know what it is, man. And appreciate everybody for coming through, man. But until next time, y'all.